Hi everyone, welcome to Gilding Light. This is the very first project that we're working on. It's a one-shot. Are we going to be here every week? Who knows? But what I do know is we're here right now for a Dwarvenforge adventure, the Dungeon of Doom. Before we begin, I want to introduce my dear friends who are helping launch this wonderful project. We will start with Sin.
Hi guys, I'm Cynthia Marie, and I'm playing Duracell today. Yeah, I'm so excited to play her again.
Can you tell them quickly a little bit about Duracell for those who haven't seen Sirens?
Sure beans. I am a level 8 bard, College of Swords, the typical kicking butt, genasi, fire genasi, that, well, lava. That's up for debate. We'll talk about that later.
Hi guys, I am TJ Storm. I am playing the Ordained. I am a Dalkin. I am not from this land. But you will learn soon enough what I do.
You have blue skin.
I have very blue skin, and I'm kind of like a blue Vulcan.
That's so cool.
Hi, I'm Alex Brate. I hail from the land of Level Up Dice, and I am playing Corel, a old halfling from the wars. The war. He's seen a lot, and definitely doesn't want anyone else to see as much as he has.
And I am Kenley Shea, and I'm going to be playing Zars today. And she is a Eladrin elf, currently in her winter season. So she is icicles and white and blue and robes and weapons. She is a level 6 ranger, level 1 bard, and she loves doing things together with her siren sister. So you might see a little something fun going on. Fire and ice.
It's so weird to see you without blonde hair.
Yeah.
I almost don't recognize you.
You gotta keep the mystery.
That's right. So, usually you guys are in the Forgotten Realms. Today we're in Valoria. Welcome to Valoria. Welcome to your doom. The Dungeon of Doom. The Dungeon of Doom is located deep beneath Erinthor Mountains of Mithras, northeast of the Valorian Plains and west of the Woods of the Moon. So, you guys have been invited into this crazy dungeon by somebody named Zaltar, and he is a mad wizard. And he expresses to you that he needs you adventurers. You can have all the gems and all the gold in this place, but you must defeat Sizul. Sizul has been trapped in the shrine, which is a prison. And he put her there. But you all must collect these glyphs. And there are 13 of them. Currently, you have 12. Who has them? Are they dispersed?
For
or
each, just in case.
She holds my stuff.
Can someone pass me my coffee, please?
So I have 8.
You have 8?
Well,
All right.
if I have
4.
hers,
See how good
then-
we are with
4.
this.
It's very
Oh,
just in
yes.
case one of us gets taken.
It looks very hot.
And it's very full, so do be careful.
Oh, my dear.
Got it?
It will be very empty very soon.
It is very full.
Ah, thank you, sir.
The cup of life.
Oh, the holy cup of coffee.
Is it magic? Is it magic?
It is magic.
Wait,
Okay,
hold on. Is this going to make your rolls better? Because just in case we're going to have to get the cup now.
it does.
Just
Ah.
the cup.
All right, my
Cleric of
friends.
caffeine.
Who is holding how many? I'm writing this down. It's important.
Okay, so I'm holding Girasols. Oh, you want me to hold all of yours?
No, I'll hold
Okay.
on to mine, I guess.
4.
So everyone's having
Yeah,
4?
4 and 4. 4.
Okay. When they come in different shapes and sizes,
I
but
have 16. Sorry. 3
they
of
have
each.
these, like, each one of them is different. And you've kind of used up some different magics throughout the last 14 levels of this super crazy labyrinth. Maybe it was really big and you pulled it off and it shrunk into a gem size. So you were able to wield it and pocket it without it, like, being offensive. So, you all have made it. And you know you're at the end. You've got 12. There's just one more to get. You can't even make it out of this until you get that 13th. You're not really sure exactly what to do with it, but you know that you need the 13th to get out. Unfortunately, what the crazy wizard didn't tell you is the moment that you entered this dungeon, you felt the life force leave your body. And so you, the longer you're in here, the weaker you're becoming. Luckily, some of the glyphs have been able to heal you, and you do have a cleric who has been able to help here and there. Do you have any questions before we move into this Dungeon of Doom, level 15?
Do we have a cleric's name at all?
Oh, you.
I am the ordained.
Well, see, I didn't know. I haven't been healed by you yet because I am that amazing.
And, well, it is. Let us proceed. There are things that must be done, and this place is an affront to Mistra. What must be done?
You must kill Szul.
Sazul is the reason I am here.
Well, let me go first, just in case there's any traps.
Very well.
I'm happy to take it for the team.
Oh, you're so sweet.
He is very, very sweet.
Just don't want any of you to be damaged.
Oh. You should come along with us more often. We are often damaged. So where are we headed?
Okay, so we're going to start on this side.
Oh.
So, this is a very small living room.
I see
Let's
some
see
doors.
if I can move us. Meh. Or there. Which one are you? Okay, so we got there. I assume this is you, or is this you?
That would be me.
This one. Okay. And then, Kenley, if you can move that over there. So you are in front, thank you.
You're in charge of us.
Okay, so don't go in yet. Okay. A short sloping hallway of worked stone ends in a great archway supported by crimson pillars. Large double doors are set into the archway, each emblazoned with images of fire and runes traced in gold and rubies. Though the runes are not in a language any of you recognize, you all instantly know that the runes signify a single word: Forsaken. As you approach, the two doors swing open with a hissing sound like 1,000 snakes. An insidious voice reverberates inside your head. Praise be to Szul. Through the doors, a smoky chamber entices you to enter. Imagine the doors are open, or you can open them.
We will open them.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Dwarvenforge doors really open.
They do.
You see the smoke now? I take out my short swords.
Oh. Okay,
Let
so
me have a look at these runes. I do not trust this place. I will use Arcana to decipher if there's any danger from passing these runes without turning them off, if I may.
what would you like to roll?
Arcana?
Arcana. You can roll Arcana. So you're just trying to read the runes. You can't tell what the runes are saying.
I want to see if there's any magical rhythm to them that suggests that they're charged to cause damage. Not that I can read them, but if I can see the pattern, that would be good. I have 20.
Definitely you do not. From the pattern, you do not.
Cannot decipher them, but they do not appear to be charged. That does not mean there's nothing else more insidious here.
Well, I can find traps very easily with just a simple divination. I would like to be able to see if I can do that. Does everyone think that's a good idea?
Yes.
And the doors are open,
They're open.
so if she finds traps, she can see inside.
Mhm.
Awesome.
So I can sense the presence of any trap within range that is within the line of sight. Now, I'm not. Could I use that even if there is smoke?
Is there a line of sight?
It is pretty smoky in there. The smoke seems to... You do... If you're just gazing in,
Yeah.
you see a glow from the two sides in front of you. Metagaming you can see in, but your characters can only see through the open doorway.
Is it safe?
And it is filled with smoke.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to see anything because since I can't see it within the line of sight, I don't know if any traps are
The
actually...
door, however, does not seem to be trapped.
Okay. The door is not trapped, so we're safe even just walking through the passageway of this door with the ornate doors. And Girasol, do not take the rubies.
Why not?
They're not yours.
But I mean, that is up for debate. Everything.
You have enough jewels. You have enough jewels.
There is never enough jewels.
There is enough jewels. Overkill.
Well, fine, I guess.
There's gonna be bigger jewels inside.
See, I like the way he thinks. They are bigger jewels.
You want the biggest?
Yes. Yes. All right. Let us forge forward.
Let's
No?
get in.
Okay.
I'll take
Hold,
point.
if you will. I'll take a coin and pray to Mistra that it has light on it, and flick it into the middle of the room, and watch to see if anything happens.
And it lightens, and that fog, that smoke, kind of, you see that reflecting off the smoke, and it cling, 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 cling. But now you can see in just a little bit better.
I will use a mage hand to reach my coin and move it around the room to see if anything seems interested in it,
All right. So you move it around.
and to see if we can see anything as well.
All right. So what you can see, should you peek your head in? You see that there are two braziers on either side of that far area. I don't know if you can see from there, but there are. And it looks like there's something reflecting the light off of that wall. It's just like little, it gets raised out of the wall and it's gold. So it's like kind of glimmering.
I retrieve my coin slowly so that anything that would want to could be attracted to it.
Girasol? It's
What?
his coin.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. I get it. But it was a really awesome flip.
It was an awesome flick.
Maybe you could like learn how to do some kind of like a coin flip while you dance.
Okay, let's focus.
Okay, sorry.
Focus. We are going inside this place.
I will follow whomever.
I take point.
I'll take the end. Someone's
Yeah.
gotta make sure you don't steal those rubies.
Why am I am not ghost, okay? I at least have
As you
boundaries.
say that and you guys kind of make your way in, oh man, the walls are just glimmering and everything. Every time you see anything in there that looks like gems, it's 1,000% gems.
Well, so. Okay, no problem.
Do I see this as well?
So, if somebody would like to enter,
Scoot us in.
you pass through the forsaken doors into a room filled with smoke and shadows. Braziers flicker and crackle from each of the corners,
Does a roll.
while a pair of braziers fills a small nook to the left with smoke. Something within that nook, as you glance over, gives off a purple glow.
A purple glow. Magic. I will have a look. And bring the others' attention to it as well.
I will stick next to you.
Thank you.
Through the smoke, you see the chamber's opulent design. Crimson wall carvings of a snake with 3 hooded heads repeat around the room's perimeter, rubies sparkling above each serpentine head. Near the center of the room, intertwined golden snakes rise from the ground to form 4 pillars, and the floor carvings between these pillars depict snakes writhing around a blood-red center. A shrine on the far wall bears representations of flames and scales. On either side of the shrine are carvings of 2 enormous snake eyes. A black obsidian cobra statue sits before the shrine.
That's a shrine and a half.
So, I know that we have done these about 14 times, yes? I don't think it is wise that we stand in the middle of the room. Is it possible that we can back up into a wall so that we can at least flank from there?
Satine, is this the first time we've seen this kind of motif in this dungeon?
Yeah? Yeah.
This is quite particular and unusual.
Yes, the answer is going to be yes. For some reason, you're trying to remember and you roll a history check.
Sure.
May I move myself?
Yes, where are you going to?
Just to back up.
That's a good history
Okay.
check. That's 15.
Yeah, you can't seem to remember much about the rest of the dungeon.
There was walls
Yeah, there were lots of walls, and there were some bad guys.
and 12 rooms. gem.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to flank the other side of the door, so basically the opposite side of the ordain.
Okay, cool.
We're here.
And I'll
That's
stay
you.
next to the ordain.
Oh, I'm gonna be with you.
Well, come with me
I'm going to come with
and put my back up against that wall.
Is there not a door over there? Is that what that is?
Yes.
I'm just standing in the middle. Popping next to the
It's just
ordain.
like-
in front of us.
You look over and there are 2 doors on that side of the room.
Did you say there was a purple glow?
Coming from this area.
Which is where I believe we're headed.
So you're gonna hug the wall?
I'll stay against the wall, but I will not be first.
I will take the lead for you.
I will follow you.
It's still quite smoky, right? So how far can we see ahead of each other, pretty much? Did you say 10
You
foot?
can see, yeah, as you're walking in, your eyes adjust and it's kind of, you're moving, it's clearing a little bit.
No need to
Like
keep your
15,
hand on my
20
shoulder
feet.
for this
I
one.
mean, you can touch each other all you want.
Is this mist or smoke or incense?
Smell. Roll a perception check.
21.
Definitely incensed, and it's coming from the braziers.
This is a divine offering. Careful. We do not want to offend whatever god this is meant to appease.
Can we hear within like the hissing that we're hearing? Is there any like specific maybe word or chant that's happening with the hissing?
Okay, so where are you standing? You're on that side?
By this one.
The hissing seems to have faded a little bit. It definitely is sitting in the back of your head, but in that area it doesn't seem to be very intense.
We approach this purple light.
All right, so you hug the wall, you go past the brazier. What does it smell like?
Incense.
What kind of incense?
The kind that is of sandalwood and chocolate.
Chocolate sandalwood.
Chocolate? Where?
All right, so you move over to this area. 2 bronze braziers in the far corners give off thick black smoke. Between them you make out a plinth bearing a glyphstone. The glyphstone's purple eldritch rune is shrouded, barely visible through a darkness that seems to radiate from the glyphstone itself. Upon the plinth arch surrounding the dark glyphstone are crimson runes. As you get
Runes?
closer, runes. You hear, and you hear. Are you all moving over?
Yeah, we're moving in.
Okay. Okay, well.
We're still
You
pretty far
guys
away, though.
definitely hear something.
Yeah.
You 2 have to roll. Just kidding. Everyone has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Already? Jeez.
Is it too late to roll
That's a
to
good roll.
pray for guidance?
Yeah,
So close.
Stuck between 2.
you're good. That was a good roll.
19.
18.
8.
4.
We were doing
Or
so
you
well.
say 18?
18.
All right. So, my lady friends, you take 11 points of poison damage.
Mm.
Do we hear, like, the
You
movement?
inhale, you choke on it, and then you cough, and the smoke dissipates, saving the 2 of you gentlemen from that.
I quickly turn around and run over to see what's going on.
Okay, there's something in the air. It is not great.
My throat.
Is it still hurting?
Oh, yes.
So you guys proceed forward into the nook.
Yes. You said how many points of damage? I'm sorry.
11.
Thank you.
So
Can I do a quick medicine check to see if it's now exited the system?
yes.
If it's going to continue hurting them?
I will aid him if that would give him advantage.
Yeah.
It definitely did.
Cool. So what'd you get?
So I got 2 13s. 14.
Okay. From what you can tell, it seems to have just been like they just inhaled this one puff and then it went away.
You'll be okay.
Well, thank you.
As you guys continue forward, writhing snakes are carved into the columns on either side of the nook. As you draw closer, the snakes and the carvings begin to move. A quiet hiss begins to grow louder and louder, becoming words. Saltar tried to rob you of sight, wished to hide soul's true might.
And it keeps going over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Your
And then it goes away.
Rob you of sight.
Any insight, Theodane?
I do not know what that means. But we do know Zoltar.
So you now have this glyph in front of you, this glyph stone.
That is the glyph stone there.
Number 13?
Mm-hmm. The last one for you guys to have before you can exit.
In any other case, has removing the glyph stone caused a dangerous situation?
Yes.
No.
That's a very good
Is
question.
it low enough for me to reach?
Yeah.
I will grab it.
I wish you the blessing of Mistra. You have guidance upon you.
So I walk up,
Mm-hmm.
reach up. It's a fairly big to start with, doesn't it?
I back us away. Well away. Well,
Out
far
the door.
away.
Close the doors.
How far back, TJ? How far?
And
Okay.
I'm sure we've removed these before, so
Hold. If you do not want to do this, I can attempt to use the mage hand.
history check. Did it work in the past?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Sounds like that's what we would do first.
Back you away.
Sure. What's the maximum distance of mage hand?
These are 5 feet,
Yeah.
30 feet. It should be fine. I stay at the longest distance, and I reach for the glyph with the might of Mistra upon me.
You reach forward, and it doesn't seem to move.
It is wedged too tightly and resisting the pull of Mistra.
It's one of those.
It is. I give him the guidance again.
You've now been guided to the east.
I stride up.
Tall and proud, you walk up.
Let's do it.
All right, tell me how you're going to do it.
I will put my short swords away. And then reach out with one hand first.
As you get close, it seems like a darkness starts surrounding it.
The glyph itself.
Mm-hmm.
Light.
Guys!
I toss light. Coin.
Doesn't seem to penetrate. It's like the smallest dark cloud. Just right around it.
So you can't see a thing.
It's in there. I'm not sure if I want to put my hands in there, but I will.
I'm gonna go up. I have dark vision. We'll see if that helps any at all. Not at all? No?
It's a cloud of black. We've never seen this before,
Nope. Each one has been different to remove.
of course. I pull out my non-magical short sword and put it into the cloud.
Okay.
And
Clink.
pull it out. Nothing?
No darkness on it. Yeah. But you definitely, when you put it in, it's there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, hold on. I have an idea. I'm gonna cast a spell magic. Would that help?
I
step
think
back
it
before
does.
you do, just in case you dispel all my wonderful items.
I do believe that works. And because we are on a 2 to 3 hour game, it works.
Yo!
And whoosh, that part goes away.
I'm gonna grab it as quickly as physically possible, just
Cool.
in case something comes back.
You go to grab it, and you got to hold on to it for a little bit, and pulls off. However, your hands, you feel the fingertips on your hands turn like something is taking the life out of your fingertips.
Like a life-draining sort of scenario. Like an undeath.
Roll a history.
10.
Possibly.
It's removed as quickly as possible. Pop it into the sack.
Okay. Your fingers, anyone that looks over, his fingers are all green and black.
Oh my.
You, roll me a history check. The cleric might know. Well, that's weird. The cleric definitely knows. He's cursed.
I'm not prepared to deal with that right now, but we will take care of it.
And you believe it has something to do with necromancy.
There is death magic involved.
Will it stop me from being sensitive at the moment? Or can I continue? Can we deal with it
fast will
later?
Curse. How much do I know about it?
Just by looking at it, you can't really tell. You'd have to really get in there and try to figure it out.
For now, I will say a prayer for you. Spare the dying on your hands. It is not meant for that, but perhaps it will slow the curse.
Roll Arcana for me, please.
$11.
You think it's working.
Thank you.
Does it hurt?
It aches.
It's like when I get up in the mornings. It'll take some time to be used to it. I take out my shorts once again.
Okay.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Yes.
For all of us. You're so brave.
The Church
Do
of
what we
Mistral
need
will
to.
see to your curse after we are done here. But for now, we must move.
Let's go.
Move quickly.
There was another area of interest, I believe. At opposite when we came inside the door.
Mm-hmm.
Should we check that out?
So right over there, you all look over when you mention that, and it is ornate, very, very ornate.
Sure.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Are you guys moving?
Yes.
Yeah, let's all check it out.
Fantastic. I was waiting for you guys to do that. Make me...
Damn.
Make me a dexterity saving throw. Everybody, please.
He still has my guidance, if that is all right.
Thank you.
It's a D4 extra.
I will take it.
16.
You may go first.
Is that a 13?
Looks like an 18 to me.
18, 20.
14.
Oh, wait, actually.
Okay.
20 or
You're trying to roll over a 17.
25.
I should try harder.
18.
Okay. So you guys very carefully, you're walking across the middle, and click, click, the entire ornate flooring seems to have triggered, and from little tiny holes in the ground, just flame engulf you for 28 points of damage.
Flame?
Mm-hmm. You saved, didn't you?
Well, I had a 16. You said it was.
Oh, yeah.
Is it 28 and a half? Or?
It is 28 on a failed save. If you made it, it's half of that.
Even if you're
14.
flame resistant?
You're resistant, so you take half damage anyway.
Yes.
Yes.
Do I take damage since I rolled a 25?
You take half damage.
Okay.
Because you guys are standing in the flame.
What was the damage again? I'm sorry. The full damage.
28.
20. Okay.
Oh.
Yes. And as you do that, two enormous snake eyes on either side of that forsaken shrine begin to glow red, the brightness steadily glowing in intensity. The crimson diamond shape in the center of the floor also begins to glow. The sense of enmity is palpable. This can't be good. At the same time, the obsidian cobra statue transforms into a living flesh and slithers forward to attack.
It's a
Dun-dun. There's a bad guy you're gonna fight. So go ahead and put that over there. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's right
Oh,
in the center, you said?
It is over against that wall.
it has a crown.
Where we were walking to.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody roll me initiative.
Initiative.
Okay, so I'm gonna change the music now.
Hey, wait.
One moment, please. You know what this sound is?
No.
Okay, what did you guys get?
I got 19.
Nice.
I'm 16. Mishra has blessed me.
I'm 12.
I'm 6.
Okay,
So you're
I'm 5, so that's
In a
good.
circle.
That worked out.
All right. So there it is. Okay. So you guys see this snake just come to life. And the eyes almost look like they're darting. The ruby eyes are darting, looking at you guys. Shifting about. Okay. So,
Is
who
the
goes-
creature alive or is it made of stone?
It's alive.
It still has ruby eyes?
Yes.
Hmm.
All right. So, Girasol, you're up.
So you may take these rubies.
You may
I shall.
absolutely take
They are
these
all
rubies.
yours.
Thank you. So I would first like to cast True Strike.
All
I'm gonna
right.
look at it and start moving my hands, and I'm just gonna like point at it and try to look into its defenses.
Yeah, do that.
And then I get an extra action for being a college of swords.
That's my girl.
So I'm gonna run up, and I'm actually gonna use my mobile flourish, right? So yeah, because I'm about to take an action, and I'm gonna hit. So I'm gonna move pretty quickly, 30 feet, and I'm gonna slash with my new jeweled epic ruby. You guys haven't seen this one yet. It's a giant scimitar sword that's all encrusted in gold and ruby jewels. There's a reason why I'm collecting rubies, yo.
She's just
in
like,
case. Yes. So I'm gonna bring that out. It almost looks like I'm like gonna balance it on my head. I'm just gonna whoosh and like just come down with a strike.
awesome. Go for it. Attempt it.
And that is a 2d8. So, 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 damage coming in.
Beautiful. It doesn't seem to care.
Do I get info off of my True Strike?
You know that it's almost, you've seen cobras before, and this one seems not to be vulnerable. It's immune to fire and poison.
Can I take a quick bonus action to shoot her a message real quick?
Is that is message a bonus?
You know what? No, never mind. JK! I got excited.
All right. Next up.
Bonus action, Mistra, strike my enemy down. Spiritual weapon. It begins.
What does it look like?
It is a staff of power with a blue jewel that glows in this smoky place. It shows the abomination for what it is. Furthermore, I take one of my potions and drink it as I back far well away from this.
Cool. And it gets to go as well?
The spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
I will double check.
You just leave us?
Okay.
Someone's protecting the rear.
All right. While you're checking, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I am trying to look and see the best aim that I can right down the front of the snake's face so I can see one jewel on one side, one on the other. I take my hand axe. I'm going to throw it while using my Slayer's Prey. It's a bonus action, and I designate this creature that I see within 60 feet. The first time each turn that I hit this target with a weapon, it takes an extra 1d6.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to, as I'm throwing it, I'm going to go, Girasol, 1 ruby for you, 1 ruby for me. And I throw it and I try to split it right down the...
Go ahead and try. So you're shooting at the cobra dude.
The cobra.
Not the other eyes in the wall.
The cobra.
Okay.
Okay, 18. So I have...
So high.
I hit armor class 22.
24.
Weapon as well.
That is 24.
Yeah. So at the same time, you both whack. Okay, so damage me.
8.
Okay, so 1d6. Then I get an extra d6.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 damage.
Wow, 20
Plus
points of damage.
Plus, hold on. Sorry, I misread this. 1d6. It's 1d6 damage.
Plus the extra.
Plus, okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
That's okay.
reroll.
We all
That
got
would be
excited for
3.
you.
6.
Yeah, 6 points of
6
damage.
points.
I prefer the 20.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Smoke is just really getting to
At
me.
the same time, so what weapon was an axe?
My hand axe.
Your hand axe. It goes, shing. Oh man. What did you hit for? 20 something? Like when you hit it? When you
Oh, 24.
Yeah. You smack it in the face and it just goes clink, and you see this blood just kind of out and it squeals a little bit and it looking right at you. Okay.
That felt good.
Halfling.
Carell runs up, 2 swords in hand. As a bonus action, flicks his hunter's mark. This is going to be my prey for this combat. Thankfully, there's no others. Pulls out both swords and swings twice.
Okay.
While he's swinging, he activates his defender ability to increase his armor for the turn.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so go ahead and move forward. If anybody can do
You
that,
got it.
that'd be cool. The brave halfling moves forward.
I've got this. Maybe not. So
You swing once.
the first swing is a 17,
It hits. Second swing
is a 16.
totally hits. So do that damage.
We do some damage.
You guys lay into this cobra guy pretty fast. So roll that damage. He is not happy.
So the first hit hits for 9, and the second hit hits for 15.
Oh, nice. Can you add that together for me?
26.
26.
Oh no, 24.
24.
I can count.
All right, this thing like coughs up, and the hand axe falls to the ground, and it looks up at all of you, except for you because you're way back there. But the three of you, and spits this poison, just sprays all over you in a 15-foot cone, and you all have to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Being a halfling, I have advantage to poison. Which doesn't help when you roll a 1 and a 2.
Oh, wait. Is it what? Yep. Is it?
What'd you guys get?
I guess, yeah.
19.
You
That didn't
saved,
work very
you
well.
take 4 points of damage.
Man.
4.
How much did you just take?
4 points of damage.
I got
You take 8 points of damage, actually. So half of this is poison damage and half of this is fire damage. So it was 8 poison damage and 5 fire damage.
So I take half.
So if you saved, you take half. If you don't, you take all of that.
That's how much
13 for us.
total? Ooh.
And then around you, you feel these eyes pull at you. You specifically can see them like shifting. They're pulling at you. You look over and make me a wisdom saving throw. And they're coming from the pillars. So you're looking at one, and the two ladies,
21 at least.
you feel compelled to walk over to it, but you shake it off. Wisdom saving throw.
Where do they want to walk? Where did I feel
The
it?
pillars.
Means
No,
that's
8.
be blessed.
Okay. You look over, and they're the most beautiful ruby eyes that are just looking at you, and they're calling to you. They just want you to walk right over to them and pluck them out. What'd you get?
4.
Also, you see her walking over, and you kind of start following her as well. And
Rubies.
Oh my.
yes, okay, top of the round, Jirsal.
Am I
You
stuck
are
with getting lured at this
compelled.
one?
Yes.
So,
You are charmed.
can I make active?
You're not until the end of your turn. You're not in a hostile state.
But I want that jewel.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna take out my dagger, start like trying to like.
Okay, roll to attack.
Awesome. Actually, I've never used my dagger. That's a 6.
Okay, so you're gonna sit there for a little while. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Man, Jersel's not with the wisdom. I'm gonna tell you. 11.
Yeah, it doesn't make it. Okay, sir.
Told the dead.
Oh, nice. Is that a saving throw?
It is wisdom 14.
That's a 2. Give me these dice on purpose.
Maybe.
13 points of damage from Mistra.
What does that look like when you do it?
I slam my gauntleted hands together. Boom! And only that one can hear it.
Fantastic.
Furthermore, the spiritual weapon strikes.
Oh, yes. Does it?
Armor class 15.
Does not hit. Or did I lie? I lied to you. It totally hits.
Magical grudge, just.
Just kidding.
It's one of those slow burns.
5.
Cool. 5 points of damage. As the gentleman who's the farthest away is doing pretty good here, Kenley.
So I'm following her. Am I charmed?
You're charmed. You're not hostile to
Okay.
the bad guy right now, but you see that there's these beautiful gems,
Okay.
and they're looking at you. They almost look right into your soul, and they're kind of like warming you up a little bit. She's trying to pry them out.
All right. I do have advantage against being charmed. Does that help me at all, or no?
That means when you roll,
You roll 2.
then you roll 2d.
Okay.
20.
Right. So, when I'm walking past? Is it anywhere near my hand axe?
Does
Am
she
I
get
walking?
to roll
No.
the second one, or is it too
No.
late?
All right.
Huh?
Is it too late for her to roll the second one?
Yeah. Well, no. No. Go ahead and roll the second one.
A second.
So roll your d20.
Okay. Just another
Thank
one.
you.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Crit.
You're charmed, and you see this happening, and you see your friend prying it out, and you're moving towards her, and you shake it off, and you're like, wait. And you look over, and you've got, like, holes burned in you, and your friends are, like, dripping with poison, and you've got your ordained guy in the back, like, panting and trying to get rid of this big snake cobra creature. So, go ahead.
Oh.
But the hand axe is on the ground in front of him, so you'd have to move up if you would like it back.
It's in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still alive, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And his head is down, right? Still,
No.
Still down. It's up. Okay.
He moves very fast.
Oh, he moves very fast.
Yes.
Okay. What I would like to do is I don't know if you're gonna be in danger if you take those rubies. And you are currently over by the wall, right? If she's by the eyes, the ruby eye.
Yeah, so she's at the
Pilot.
pillar. Let's say that pillar over
Walking
there.
out those
Right
rubies.
here?
Yeah.
And I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to.
I've got
I'm-
this, Sarah.
The halfling's
Take
fine.
care of yourself.
Take care of Garrett. Okay, take care of Garrett. All right, so I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get right in front of Girasol. And I'm just going to look her straight in the eye. And I'm going to, poof, right here, to make her completely distracted, I'm going to cast Dancing Lights, just a ton of them, so that hopefully the distraction will, instead of the ruby is what will be glistening, it will be the dancing lights. So she'll all of a sudden see, which are going to hopefully make all of the other jewels all around and distract her from looking into these rubies.
You know about being charmed. This is a different kind of charm. That's metagaming. But when she walks up to you, you use your reaction to attack her. She's trying to take your gems.
Oh, that's cool.
So you have to make a melee attack against her.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm taking my bladed whip out, and I'm gonna like wrap it around her neck and pull her down. She's in my way.
All right, cool. We can do that.
You're in my way. Get out of the way. It's a nice attack. You're just gonna get some piercing damage.
Girasol! Stop it! Stop
Hey,
it!
do they fight
Rubies and
again?
diamonds are not worth it!
But they are very, very special.
But what family?
The family? These are things that I need. What are you talking about? That's I was not prepared for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. Honestly, I would have said, you can only actually make a melee attack, but you want to do a grapple thing, and I'm just going to go with it because this is
But it's more
role-playing.
cinematic, man.
Yeah, totally, man.
So it's 18, 19, 21.
And then our PG Kaiju,
24.
what's up? Come on, Peach.
So it's a 24 for the attack.
You guys are attacking each other, so she's attacking you. 24 to hit your AC.
15.
Yeah, it hits.
So I'm sorry.
Use your bladed scarf. All right, what's the damage on that?
10.
10 points of damage, and it's wrapped around your neck, and you're bent over. You're not prone, but you're definitely down, and you'll have to try to grapple to get out.
Okay.
All right. So, that was your turn.
That's with the blades around your neck.
Oh, man.
I want the ruby. I want the ruby.
You are going to kill me!
The Ordained, can you take care of that? I'm a little busy. And I go full attacks, which is actually, I get an extra bonus attack, so I get 3 attacks this turn.
Okay, cool.
Okay, better than 1s and 2s. Brilliant. So my first attack, and I'm still sitting in defensive mode as well, is 17.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to
And
just
then
give
your
you
second?
all
Yeah, just roll all the d20s.
Yep, all the rest are above 17.
Fantastic. So,
That works.
you haven't killed it, but what does this little halfling look like?
So he's just currently chopping up little bits. Anyone want any sushi? It's going crazy.
Snake.
Because the snake's head's so high, I guess I'm attacking the lower body.
You're just like...
And and I can just imagine thinking of like lizards. They're just cutting off the tail. Oh, there's another bit. Cut off the tail a bit. Just slowly getting through this whole thing.
all right, what's the damage on that?
The damage is 8, 9, 15, plus 8, 23, 30 damage.
Oh, man.
I've got this!
Little halfling for the win.
Wow. Okay. It is pissed. You actually take huge chunks off of it. When you slice down, you're like this much, and it screams in pain. And you look up at it, and it's actually wearing this like ornate, jeweled, encrusted like collar piece and a crown. However, make me a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 8.
All right. You see the crown disappear. You see the crown reappear on his head. You get this twitch, and you look back. How far are you away from your ordained?
About 40 foot.
And you have 30 feet of movement?
I have 25 and a half on.
You react by running as far as you can back towards your friend, and you are going to attempt to attack him on your next turn.
So I just turn around and go, "Brah!" But the voice is kind of like,
Okay. So, back at the top of the round, Girasol.
I'm still charmed, right?
Yeah, so let me get the details of this.
all the cool kids.
No, we're all doing it, you know.
After you attack your
Uh-huh.
friend.
Do I realize what I'm doing?
Nope.
So I'm just gonna keep going?
Yep.
Great, I'm pulling her down to a prone, I'm putting my knee on her, and I'm just gonna start, like, pulling and try to let go for a minute, like, got her down.
Okay, well, you still have to attack her to hurt her.
I'm just
So,
gonna get her down, that's all I want.
You have to attack her to hurt her.
Girl, I'm sorry.
So,
3!
okay. You feel the blades as they're slicing through your neck. It's like she has a scarf, and on either ends of the scarf is a bunch of sharp shards, like tassels. You feel them cut through, but then the fabric kind of tightens it and is pulling at you. You are, we'll get back to your turn shortly. Now go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw and see if you can break this charm.
Nope.
Oh, man.
There's rubies.
You see your friend run up to you, and he's "Ah!" with this new crown on his head, and it looks like it's embedded into his skull.
This is the kind of magic that I was sent to stop. Dispel magic.
Now, does Dispel Magic work on charm? I mean,
Works on ugly crowns.
I see it in the rule right there. There's like the caveat that says ugly crown.
yeah, because I'm looking right here.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Yep. Cool. You come running up with your swords, and he skids, and you've got the swords like right at your face, but they don't touch you, and he shakes it off.
Whoa. Welcome back. Let us stop them from killing each other.
So is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm. And so I don't waste the spiritual weapon, is that large snake thing completely squashed?
No, but it's writhing in agony.
Not anymore.
Okay, go into attack.
Nope, it's not a thing, right?
Is it?
Is it?
Does he get
Oh no, it's
advantage?
not.
'Cause
It's a
maybe
one.
on the
I
ground.
missed. I totally blew.
Okay, so the way I do ones is you hurt yourself. So,
So I go, not. Ow!
essentially, yeah. So tell me how a spiritual weapon on the other side of the room would hurt you to do the damage that you would do on the other thing.
I take a single powerful step forward to re-grasp the magic in my spiritual weapon, not noticing that there's a halfling with a sword pointed at my nuts. Oh!
Roll damage.
Short sword?
D6.
You see this? You're like, you stop right there, but he moves forward, and the whole thing is unfortunate.
I'm gonna
And,
have to clean that later.
oh, my poor dear friends. Is that your last? Okay.
I just need a minute.
You hear this? Kenley, you hear. As you're being choked to death by your friend. What would you like to do in this situation?
I would like. Okay. If what I do first fails, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So, she has me like this. I'm going to attempt to roll her off of me to get the sword off. I'm gonna try to just do that out of pure
strength versus strength, my dear friends.
So we do.
You're gonna fail so
What
hard.
was what? I don't think so.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You sure?
So we would just roll a.
You're going for
Yep.
full strength, right?
Yes. Athletics.
Oh,
You want athletics?
Yeah.
Okay.
yes. Good luck, Girasol.
Actually, unless you want to do acrobatics as well, because of your sweet move.
I would like to do athletics.
Okay.
Versus my athletics?
Mm-hmm. Gosh.
Sup?
Crit.
27.
Oh, crit plus 26. Oh, 26.
Oh no!
But wasn't it if
I
I
was
get
gonna hold the board and everything.
It doesn't work on that.
Okay.
This is one of my
So it
strongest
doesn't work. So, as a bonus action, I now actually, because I have 2 attacks per action, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my face step. And I'm going
Ah.
to. And I would like to relocate to right underneath the snake's chin. And am I within reach of my hand axe if I'm under his chin?
Yes. However, your action was to break the grapple.
I have
So
2.
You have 2 actions?
Mhm.
Sure. If that's what it says on
Yeah,
the paper.
right there. Right?
Okay.
Am I right?
Well, that kind of means you get 2 attacks per 1 action.
2 attacks per 1 action.
Yeah, so you can
If you're
attack
going to
twice.
attack, you could attack twice.
Got it. Okay.
It's a grapple and attack.
But we can haste
Yeah.
you later.
She can grapple again.
Well,
She could try to get free a second time.
no.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't count it as that.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can have your axe ready to go.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. So poof, use my face step, end up right underneath, and as I use my face step, I grab it
look
and
up,
I'm like ready to go.
It doesn't know you. It's not looking at you at all. It's screaming like this.
And I'm kind of screaming too, like that little genasi.
Yeah. Okay.
So it looks like I'm doing my steps today, because I'll run back the other way again to try to finish off this snake once and for all.
All right.
I believe because I've got to do a run, I'm not going to get all my amazing attacks. So I'll go in for a single swing
Okay. Come here, boy. Good boy. Lie down your bed.
with a roll of 18
Totally hits.
and hits, because my hunter mark's still there. For 5 plus 4 is 9 damage.
Well. Tell me how you kill it.
Well, I figured this my sword is now been given the nickname of renderer of damages in locations which hurt. Shortened for ouch. So ouch will we'll aim for the lower abdominal part of the snake and finish him off.
Like,
Since it's the right height.
fantastic. Okay, so you have your sword and you gut it up, and its intestines ooze from the front of it as it kind of turns itself inside
I'm
out. Its
sorry.
eyes roll up in its head. You, Kenley, your character sees this and just takes a step back as its inside just spill all over the floor. Girasol, you're still very aggressive. So, it is your turn.
Still trying to break the charm.
You have to make an attack against one of your friends.
Oh!
They all want your jewels.
They want my
Girasol.
jewels! Who's closest?
Kenley's still closer.
That's so wrong!
Bitch wants your gems.
I know what you said, girl.
So you are about 10 feet away from her. You've got that delightful bladed scarf.
But she's away from the jewels. She's not an obstruction of the jewels.
She wants yours.
She wants my. Oh,
And also, there's jewels all over the place.
fireball incoming.
Fire and ice is meant to be used together.
So a fireball goes shooting at you.
Well,
An attacker save.
Let me look real quick. I'm sorry. It's my cantrip. I'm sorry. I'm doing all the things. All the things that are wrong. That is my attack, actually.
Okay, so attack. Do you roll high?
I really did ask to roll high, and this is not the situation I want to roll high in. That is a 16. What is your AC? Please not have. Did it match?
15.
Ay.
I'm dead.
Hold on. You've got some.
Roll some damage. Roll your damage.
And I'm gonna see.
Oh my god!
Plus what?
It's just a 7.
I'm
You're
not
fine.
dead.
You're fine. It's only one
2
dice,
now.
right?
All right, so a fireball goes flying at your friend, and what does it burn?
It's just gonna go like into her shoulder.
Okay. Some of your leaves just singe off.
In her hair.
She's the mean
I'm
one. I
melting.
didn't say.
I'm melting.
Oh wait, no. This is from a previous episode. One of your icicles.
Oh yeah.
Not the icicles.
Okay.
Alex, your dice roll really well.
So go ahead and make me wisdom saving throw.
Simple thing to do a saving throw. Right?
All right, guys. It's the three of you. This is a free for all. You guys figure out how you want to handle this. So
Do you have any abilities the ordained?
as you scream to your friend.
Do you have any ability?
Hold her down.
Do something.
Give her all the rubies.
I want my jewels. Give me the rubies.
Well,
I've been burned. Oh, my
Who's
family.
moving?
I will attempt to tackle her. I mean, I'm not the best choice at all, guys.
So you run up to tackle her.
I'm just gonna tackle her legs. I'm just gonna go straight for it.
Okay, so do athletics
Sure.
as you charge.
Nice. So that's a 22.
So he takes you down.
Now rush up.
I just
Yeah,
charged
that's
over,
that's Jericho.
and she's on the ground. Grab her weapon.
I will grab her head and start to pray guidance into her because I know she can fight it if she has a short
Aw.
amount of time to realize what she's doing. And I also cover her eyes to hopefully give her advantage to keep her from seeing the one thing that she wants. I take that away.
You feel it in your heart. That gem is right in your heart. All right, what do you do?
And I also position the spiritual weapon over her head because I'm done. Just in case all else fails.
Kenley, what do you do?
And we're only in the first room.
So you walk up to grab a potion, or would you like to do something else?
I would like to grab a potion, please.
All right, so he's on. He's standing over, hands you a potion. You just
I'm gonna take. Thank you. No, thank you.
I'm still.
so you guys have her on the ground. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. You got guidance as well.
Add a D4 to it.
17. Oh, plus a D4. That's
Yeah, no, you're good.
Sure.
You
Finally.
relax. There is that weird nagging feeling in the back of your head that they actually do want your gems, but you kind of had that all along.
Can I
But you are now no longer going to attack your friends.
Okay.
can I head over to the snake, grab the eyes, and give it to her?
Yeah,
Aw, thanks.
they're big.
No,
You-
sorry.
Oh, well, I was actually going to give one to her.
I deserve that.
What happened to your? Oh, I'm sorry. That was me. Oh.
You see this?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well, you know, to look at the bright side, I do, since I am a monster slayer, I do like to tell stories about each of my scars, so this one will be from you. I can't wait to tell the rest of the sisters.
Are you calling me a monster?
No,
Well, okay.
maybe when you're charmed. But I
All
still
right,
love you.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay,
My
okay.
ring, or my ruby.
Are we all okay? Are we all alive-ish?
How does everyone look?
I'm pretty singed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty messed up here. Actually poisoned. That's why I'm not singed.
I'm singed.
I'm huffing a little bit.
Singed and poisoned, huffing,
And I have
well shredded.
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 Shredder.
It's a nice ruby necklace.
Do we have time to take a short rest?
You have the feeling, and being in this whole area, you do not have the time.
Then gather.
That ticking clock. You gotta get the F out of here. Now there are 2 doors on this side. Come on, where's my music?
For the potion, very quick question. For the potion, how many points do I receive back from drinking the potion?
I believe it's 2d4 plus 2.
D4 is this one? 2d4.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna 4, 7.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop
She said plus 4?
healing potion, and you should save your healing for later.
Good work.
So be it.
No, good
I have a feeling
Yeah.
we're gonna need it.
Very well.
We want to.
I'm gonna pop the potion as well.
The ordained that you're going to be doing a mass support.
Do you require?
I would appreciate it.
And you? You are hurt as well?
I'm alright now, thanks to the potion.
Jeez.
I'm feeling a little bit
A little
better.
bit better.
Then I will say a small prayer.
Yeah, I think I might need it too. That didn't help much.
Then I will say a bigger prayer. Mistra, look over these warriors. They do your good work.
Every time you go to tap into her, you feel her less. Like she's there, but she's really far away. You're in the depths of this madness.
Okay, I like these dice, that's all I'm saying. These dice are dope.
Yeah.
Level up.
Level up.
Level up!
17 points of damage are returned.
Praise Mistra.
Yeah.
That's for you as well.
17 points for me too?
For all of you.
31.
Yes.
That's more like it.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right.
I have a door to visit.
Okay.
Is there anything else worth taking off this snake?
There's a beautiful gold and gem collar that it has, like one of those Egyptian style, like wide collars. Roll me a perception check at advantage.
Uh, 19.
Yeah.
22.
I had a feeling. There, you look at the braziers, they seem to flicker, and like there's normal firelight, but then there's like a flicker of a different color. You look down in the braziers, there's coal,
Mhm.
but then there's also different colored pieces inside of the braziers.
Can I get closer to it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm no longer prone, I assume. I kind of dusted all off.
It's up to your buddies.
I'll jump up there.
Thank you. Where is this located?
All the braziers. Actually, you're pretty much closest to that one near the door.
Yeah, that's
So,
kind of where I'm gonna
yeah.
head towards.
Okay.
Can you hook a sister up? Move my mini over to the flame over there. In that corner. The other corner, please. Nope, over here. That corner. There you go.
And as you get closer, so she's got this long lava hair. But as you get closer, it almost like the colors in your hair start reflecting the other colors. And you, since you know gems so well, looks like there's gems in the bottom, like in the coals.
Well, I'm fire resistant, so I'm gonna kind of, I would like to try to almost mooch it, like sleight of hand it.
Go for it.
So we just see her walk up and throw her hand into a brazier.
A brazier.
Wow!
Yes, that happens.
17.
You reach in, take 2 points of damage. You get some coals. It's hot, but you shake them off, and you have a few emeralds and a few more rubies. Ooh, ooh, ooh. About 500 gold pieces. These are nice.
I started looking in braziers or braziers, whatever. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Your blue Vulcan friend here is like, okay,
How many
guys.
GPs?
Huh?
How many gold pieces?
Many hundreds.
Many. Got it.
Hundreds
Got
of
it.
gold pieces worth. They're very beautiful. So, next to you is a door.
Do you sense this emanating magic?
There's a
Which-
suppression here. Suppresses the will of Mistra. And there is much magic being used in this place.
That would be the best way to go check this out.
Is there anything special about either of the doors? Runes or a sense of arcane power?
Okay, roll investigation and arcana.
Investigation. $13.
Okay, and arcana.
15.
These doors do not seem to have any magical properties. There are Ouroboros on the front of them. As you can see by the beautiful Dwarvenforge Ouroboro,
Ah.
which is now the plural of Ouroboros. I don't know if that's true, but I made it up.
Very well. I sense nothing. I see nothing.
The door is forsaken like all the other doors.
Do you sense any traps?
Let me see.
And you have to see the traps,
I mean,
right?
I
It's
have
like
to
line of sight.
the one in the
Yes,
middle
line of
wasn't very visible.
sight. I also can.
I check his hands while they're looking at the doors.
Let's see.
Is there any progression?
It doesn't seem to be getting worse.
I
Are you-
spare the dying prayer in the meantime while they
You're
continue.
just constantly like, eh.
I'm praying.
Yeah.
It is what we do.
I still have that numbness, or am I kind of getting used to that?
You're used to it. All right. So, what do you do? There's 2 doors in front of you. The closest to this one over here. They look the same.
Is there anything to hear from either?
You listen close. One of them has hisses behind it. The other does not. This
That-
one has hissing, this one does not.
I let them know this.
To hiss.
But I prefer the one without hissing.
Well, I can use my primeval awareness, and I can detect any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elements, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile.
Fascinating.
You set it off, and your whole reality just starts spazzing out. You're like, oh my god, they're everywhere! Oh no, they're everywhere! Behind you, in front of you, they're all over the place. You definitely had come across a whole lot of stuff on the way over here.
Okay. There's a lot of everything around, guys. Everything. We need to be prepared for anything right now. There's lots of things behind those doors and around us.
Fair enough. I say we go for the door over here.
Without the hissing.
Desus.
The lack of hissing door.
Yes.
Down for no hissing.
I take point.
Who will open this door?
Where?
Prayer of guidance on you. Now I walk away. The right door?
So you wanna go, that's the hissing door,
Right here.
and this is the quiet door. So you guys walk towards the quiet door.
And everyone's at least 20 foot away.
And how are you going to open it?
How big is this thing?
It's prone now too, but it's huge. I mean, it's big. It's bigger than you. Actually, it's now in sashimi pieces.
But it is still there.
On the ground, yeah.
Mistra has given me many gifts. An ally, perhaps. Would this offend you? Necromancy is an art that I understand.
No, sure.
Use your gifts.
Mistra, make this one your servant as well. Animate dead.
Oh! So, what happens is, what does it do? Do you know the details? So, if it works, the things are. Does it have arms? No. It is about this long, and it's got the snake head, the cobra head, but it doesn't have that full body, because he's cut it in pieces.
He gutted it.
He gutted it.
He didn't half it, though, right?
So the tail's gone because he had been cutting it. And he also gutted it. So it's about half of the body. It's half a snake.
Is it still useful?
Its mouth is useful, yeah. It could still bite.
Very good.
It could still...
Now I'm a little offended.
Animated hands are really dangerous. So.
So Satine, as this happens, I have a flashback to the Great War and when the clerics were trying to bring back the dead, and it turned into a horror fest where I lost one of my sergeants, and I regress into a corner as this animation happens, and I am next to the brazier in a corner.
Okay, so you see this happen. Have you mentioned this to your friends at all during this dungeon?
So we have been adventuring, and sometimes situations will happen that bring you back to the events. And it's not very often, usually when I roll one. But this definitely has brought back a memory that needs to be recoaxed back to reality.
So I shoot a message to Zardis. Ready to be a bard?
Ready as always.
So I pull out my hand cymbals. And I'm going to just start playing a melody so she can start singing something.
Oh.
All right. Wish I had my guitar.
I know, right?
That's okay.
We came unprepared.
So she starts. Give me some. Do you have one?
I do, but it's not.
Usually
It's really loud.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. We are here now. It's all in the past. We are here for you. Don't be scared. He is our friend. You don't have to fear. 'Cause we are here now.
And I'm back. Thank you.
Yeah, we're all here right now. This is for our good.
It is. It wasn't you. Just a memory of the past.
Would you like to use Bardic Inspiration in that moment?
Yes.
Okay, you are now bardically inspired. You now have an animated cobra head that's dragging itself along
It is
like
a
a
zombie.
worm, zombie worm cobra head.
Very well.
Okay. So,
Inspiration 1d6.
Bring it.
okay.
We go back to opening the door.
I will put him in the front so that he is the shield to anything that comes through. If that is all right with you.
That is fine.
Okay, cool. So, do you open the door?
We do open the door.
The door opens. Margarita, would you just kind of peel back just a little bit? Don't take the whole thing, just that little corner. No. Yeah, like that. That's all they can see, barely. So the door opens. You lead the cobra through, correct? So the cobra leads the way.
There's a large room.
All right. 2 short walls ahead and to your right create a sort of antechamber, preventing you from seeing what is evidently a large chamber beyond. The walls are inscribed with golden figure of a snake woman bound within circles of rune-covered chains. At the back left corner of this space is an opening into the main chamber, which would extend in front of you. Everyone, who's over there?
The snake is in the room.
Okay. So you guys peek through, and the snake kind of moves in.
follow through next.
You follow through next. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Will do.
You see these beautiful statues
You have my
or
guidance on
carvings.
And I've got a bardic inspiration. And that's a natural 20.
Woo! You don't even need
So you
to
don't
spend
need-
that. So, the cobra walks in, continues forward, stops, looks back at you, waits for its instructions. It's like, what do I do next? You walk through, you see the cobra.
Something just attempted to play with my mind. Be careful when you enter.
Who is next through?
I am.
Then guidance is on you.
Thank you.
You also go ahead and make me that check, a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Perfect.
Yes. No.
No?
15.
Mhm.
Plus D4.
Oh, plus a d4?
And an extra 3.
Okay, so 18.
Cool. 18. You walk in. You feel that. You look over and all the carvings on the wall. You shake your head and this whole place is staring you guys down, and it does not feel good. You feel a pull towards it, but you shake it off. Essentially, if you're walking through the door, you see them do this. They look and they kind of pull. You can gauge that is a thing.
So that other door.
So we're gonna close the door. I'm gonna walk through the door.
Guidance.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, please.
19.
Cool. So you walk in, feel the same. You shake it off. You guys are now waiting for your last friend at that little edge before you continue forward.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, level up.
Yeah.
All
Defeating
right.
dungeons since 2015.
You continue forward. And do you turn the corner?
He does.
Margarita's just sitting there like waiting. You can't see out of its eyes, correct?
No.
All right, so it's just waiting for you. It turns a corner, nothing happens.
I turn the corner as well.
I push it well all the way through.
Okay.
And then it will come back in 10 seconds.
All right. It moves forward. It comes back. Nothing happens.
We listen, there's no movement besides it.
Okay. As you're listening, you hear hissing, but like it's far. And chanting. You hear chanting from further, not necessarily in this open area, but further.
I turn the corner.
You turn the
With my
corner, and what is revealed in front of you, worn stone steps lead up to a wide slab of stone inscribed with golden runes. 2 golden cobra heads on staves just from the front corners of the raised platform, the snake eyes gleaming gemstones. The walls are richly covered. Some are sculpted into 3-headed snakes adorned with rubies. Others depict a woman with the tail of a snake surrounded by flame, and below it a mass of intertwining serpents. Snakes are also inscribed upon the floor before the elevated slab, encircling a crimson diamond. A door decorated... Yeah, just making sure I'm just reading the room. A door decorated with 3 intertwining snakes is set to the center of the wall to your left. Sitting upon the back of the stone slab is a gleaming book. Gilded, beautiful, gleaming spell book. Obviously spell book because of the way it looks like a spell book. It glows faintly.
I relay that in short speak.
Just kind of
Guys,
back there.
there's a giant room with a book.
Will you
I don't
allow
see
me a
anything
moment?
there.
Will you allow me a moment?
And a giant cat.
Oh my
Can
god.
you please? You look back and this large shadow
close the
fills
door.
room.
Why pry people awareness stuff?
It's been a long time since people have gamed in here, so they're just like,
I take a knee and ritually cast Detect Magic. I want to understand this room in its entirety before we enter.
all right.
I especially look at the runes in the floor because they resemble the other ones that burnt a part of my skin off.
Okay.
As well as the snake heads things in the walls. I want to make sure that they are not enchanted to come alive. Lastly, the book.
The floor seems fine. The book, however, is definitely... Now, Detect Magic, it's not...
Tell me what kind of magic it is.
It is illusion.
I tell everyone that. And the walls. Is there magic in them? Holding those things still.
No. No.
Is there any other sources of magic, especially in the floor in front of the book? Or on the steps?
No.
And the ceiling is clear as well.
You look up and there's just snakes everywhere. But you blink and it's just the carvings in the ceiling.
I tell them all this.
So where is this sound coming from?
I send my snake behind that
Perception
area that
check.
we cannot see.
That's not good at all. I have no clue.
There is... It goes back there. It can't talk to you, can it?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Then it just goes back there.
I just have it fill the space and then return back out.
And then it comes back.
7.
Okay. It's like coming from that area or... It's like...
Shall we have it go up the stairs?
Head to the book.
Let's go through there to start.
I gather
Okay.
by this stage we're also around the corner so we can see what's happening, right? Or at least you have to be and I have to be.
Yes, I'm peeking.
Yeah.
Girasol,
Thank
there are just, I mean, there's just rubies. There's like more in here than there were in the last place. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm going to contain myself.
Okay, so what's going on?
The snake is about to go up the stairs.
Okay. Cool. Does he go up the stairs?
It goes up the stairs.
Goes up the stairs and make me. Actually, doesn't. That entire. Actually, Margarita, can you push the button?
What?
Push the button!
No!
The snake's too big.
Are you serious? That's awesome!
Your snake goes down. Suddenly the room fills with the sound of hissing, and a smoke starts to coalesce in the middle of the room.
For the record, I'm really glad it wasn't one of us.
Yeah. Sorry, snake. Good use of that snake.
The chamber darkens and a chill fills the air. In the center of the room, gray wisp coalesce into a ghostly form. A warrior in battle-worn plate mail wielding a massive tower shield. The charge on the shield is a 3-headed snake made of rubies. Around his neck hangs the mangled remains of what was once a holy symbol. His otherwise human head is marred by 2 jagged horns that jut out from its forehead, blood dripping from their bases. His face speaks of endless pain and sorrow, but his eyes blaze red with hatred and vengeance.
Religion?
Yeah, go for it. Roll religion.
And guidance.
Guidance. So as you're rolling this, Without hesitation, he draws a spectral longsword, which bursts into blue, ghostly flame. In an anguished voice, he hisses at you. None shall harm my mistress. Immolate the impure! And he charges forward as you are staring at that. What'd you roll?
22.
Cool beans. You know. First, he's a Maragast. You've seen these through. He is a fallen warrior. So he's dead and he's being controlled by. He's basically undead, and his one goal is to fight adventurers in this tomb. Okay. 1 moment, please. You can tell that I don't remember exactly this part. But you know that he was good and he was an adventurer. This holy symbol is a good symbol. When he's charging towards you and you see the horns come out, but there's a glint in his eye of humanity.
The name of that god is what?
I don't remember. I can admit that I don't remember.
Helm?
Yes.
Hold in the name of Helm. Know thine duty.
So, everybody roll initiative. So we're going to roll initiative right now, and then I'm going to write it down, and then we're going to take a break. Because
Yay.
it's 7:40. Okay, what do we got for initiative?
19.
Nice.
All right. What? Really?
19.
That's what you got last time.
17.
17.
16.
10. Okay, so we're going to break right here. We'll be back with an epic battle against a fallen warrior. And I hope you're enjoying the Dungeon of Doom. Thanks, Dwarvenforge. Doom, da, dum, dum. Welcome back. We are in the heat of battle. We're in the Dungeon of Doom, Dwarvenforge, level 15. Are you ready? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. A bunch of wispy smoke things happen in the middle, and then this guy comes out. He's got these horns, but he looks like an old paladin. He used to be a paladin. Definitely, you can tell that because I read ahead, and and you saw this, correct? And you're channeling and you are also peeking.
I was in front of him, yes.
Okay.
Which is not hard to peek over the top of me.
All right. Yeah, it's true. So he's running towards you.
Brace.
He's got his sword out, and he's coming after you.
Just roll initiative.
Oh, initiative. Where's my book?
Yes, and I was the first one, I believe, that rolled initiative. On
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, what do? So you can't see anything.
There's a
right
guy
now.
coming at me!
You hear that though, and you hear dum 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 dum
So
dum.
I'm gonna. You have a shield?
Nope, I'm double sword.
Oh, that's what that meant. Okay, sorry. I was like, is that a shield? Okay. And how? I'm gonna actually just wait till I see him visually come in. I'm gonna cast a fireball at him.
Cool. So you're gonna hold your action. So
Actually,
you're-
thunder wave. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, so are you sidestepping so you can
Yes.
see him and make
Yeah.
sure your friends aren't
Yep.
in front of you? So go ahead and move your character.
Can you?
Everyone sees her. She has her hands open. You've seen her do this heat wave before. She's getting ready to make a clap.
Come back out. Come back towards the wall. Yeah. I'm just waiting for him to come into my visual, and I'm just gonna.
Alex, you're next.
Alright, so he's charging at me. Or our direction. I am going to hold until he gets up, and then I'm going to do a full attack.
All right, so everybody's holding.
Bring it!
Okay. So are you in front of Girasol or
I am.
behind?
No,
She
I
shoots
stepped in
above
front of
my
you.
head, right?
I stepped in front of you.
I think you should. Okay.
Side by side or in front, literally.
It shouldn't be in front of me. That's
Okay.
dangerous.
3,
It's dangerous for you.
I wouldn't let you get in
2,
front of me.
All right, fine. You're in front of me.
1. All right. So, Kenley, your turn.
I'm going to get my bow ready and out, and when I see him, some surprises will happen.
So you can take a step over and see him.
Oh,
He's running.
great.
He's charging towards.
Okay. Well
Your
then,
vein.
with that, I aim. I get ready, and as I go, I aim at him. I let go, and as I let go, I'm going to use my ensnaring strike to have the vines if I can hit him. And I said, "Stop right there!"
All
And I
right.
let go.
Boom. Roll
Do
to attack.
this. You know what? And that's a 16. 23.
That definitely hits.
Great. Then I do a D8. Right here, yes. And then plus 4. Is it 5?
Excuse me. Okay.
Is it a 5? Yes, it's a
That
5.
was a 5.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage, and with the ensnaring strike, this creature of whatever sorts, hold on, this creature of, here we go, he now has to, while he was restrained by the spell in these vines, the target takes a 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay.
The strength 14 save.
All right. Cool. So you arrow at it.
Stop right there!
These vines from who knows what come around and
And they're icy.
nice. However, you're staring at him and you feel this, like you're looking at his horns, and there's like this strangeness coming out of it. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Would that be under this one? 18.
Fantastic. You're looking at it and you feel yourself becoming charmed by these horns, but you shake it off.
Not today.
Not today. Okay, next up is his turn. So he is going to.
Is he actually ensnared?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is going to look at you. Make me a charisma saving throw.
$15.
That is not enough.
I have advantage on this, for I am dispassionate. It is the way of my people.
I believe you.
16.
Does not. It fails.
I'm feeling
You
passionate.
feel bound in you feel bound in challenge against this guy. You have this extra urge to kill him. And at the end of each of its turns. Okay. And each of its turns? Yes. So you lock eyes with this guy and you feel your head just rack in pain, and you take 20 points of psychic damage. And it is going to take a step back.
Can I?
And it is no longer ensnared. It's almost like a ghostly version of itself. He goes incorporeal and takes a step out of the ensnare.
Can I take my action on that?
Yeah,
Is it my turn yet?
yours is next, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Would you... It's his turn next. Would you like to go now, or would you
So-
like to wait till after his turn?
Actually, what I was gonna do is, seeing that pull back, do I know what's happening to him at all?
Roll a perception check. My boy, lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Good hellhound.
I just rolled out of my. Hang on. That's a 17 plus whatever. So D&D Beyond just
that
re-rolled.
definitely-
Yeah.
Definitely hits. Okay, so what is it? What's the damage?
Oh, I'm not like I wanted to make sure that he was.
Oh, I'm
okay.
so sorry.
Yeah. It's
Okay, you look back and I wish that was the damage or that was the hit.
I know.
Yes, you see.
So while I'm gonna get ready to go, I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna turn my hands. I'm actually gonna do Dispel Magic and pull whatever's affecting him.
Okay, so go for that. Well, no, you can't.
I can't do that?
No, because you were holding that
That
prepared.
Okay, fine then.
Yeah.
Thunder Wave. So it's a Constitution saving throw for him. Difficulty 14.
And he fails.
And I see.
Ha! Oh,
Cool.
good. Sorry, I thought you were right there.
Okay, so
Yeah, there's just a giant heat wave just.
what's the damage?
Oh yeah, duh. I got so excited about things.
All you guys see is the air ripple as this heat wave goes from
I
him.
can feel it.
Yeah, you're like, huh.
18.
18.
And I gather I take half.
Are you in front of her? Or are you?
Yeah.
He's like right underneath me.
Yeah.
But I am like 3 foot. So could she shoot
Did
it
she
over my
cast
head?
over his head?
It's a cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were short enough. Yes.
Okay.
We've
Okay.
done this before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, all the time.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little
So
warm on the
18
top.
points of damage. Very well. Now you were holding.
So
Would you like to go? You guys figure it out. Tell me who wants to go first.
I haven't gone yet. I'm
Yeah.
10.
we're in the same initiative now. So you want to go first? I'm just
Sure.
going to charge instead.
Sure.
Okay.
Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go.
Go for it.
Our dice are buddies.
Remember yourself, knight. You are a bright sword. Minor illusion. I pull up the symbol, the burning symbol of his order. I want him to remember who he is.
Roll
who
religion.
he was. This is working off the 22 religion I had before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
11.
You hear a whisper in your head, and the only thing that you can identify from the conversation, it's almost like projected into your head from him, is the name Andronicus.
Andronicus is still here. Find him. Find yourself.
You definitely, his eyes blink hard, and you see this like glaze, and then the glaze disappears, and then you see the glaze again.
I'll keep trying, and I'll keep burning that symbol.
So I'm about to charge. We've worked before 14 levels worth. If you want me to stop, you can put your hand on my shoulder, otherwise I'm just going to charge. But I'll leave that decision up to you.
One
you've
way
got-
or another, he must fall today.
Then I
Whether
run
it's
up.
his own choice or ours.
I run up and whack him with a sword in defensive mode.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. Would you like to move me up? And I miss, swinging wildly.
There's a lot of wisps. He's there, but he's not there, but he's definitely
There's still
there.
some smoke around
That's right.
my eyes.
Okay.
I'm now in front of him.
Fantastic. So you are right in front of him.
Sure
You're the
am.
only one right in front of
I
him.
am.
Are we? Okay, cool. So wait, all of you are back there except for your halfling buddies
Yep.
up there.
I got this, guys!
He's faster than us.
That's true. And he showed
Is
that
his
he could
body
do it.
still in thorns?
No, he took a step out of it.
He stepped out. Okay.
Okay, it's top of the round. Girasol.
Well, I see our lovely little halfling running. So I'm gonna flank again off of his side, and I'm going to actually. Can I sense anything? Like, is it fully corporeal, or do I?
He's corporeal now. He's in normal form. You can hit him. It looks like he's opaque.
No, you
What is
can't.
it? What is his armor? What is his armor looking like? Is it a leather? Is it a metal?
It's metal.
Hey, awesome. So I'm gonna charge up, and I am going to.
Tell me what that looks like. I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, girl. Actually, so I'm gonna do a first one. I'm gonna charge up with my rapier Ooh, no, my scimitar. Sorry, I forgot I knew I had that again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna swipe at its legs in hopes that it's gonna try to like bring its sword down on me, and I'm just gonna reaction grab his sword and heat metal on it. So the whole thing just lights up in like an ember.
Those are 2 different actions.
Right. So I'm going to heat up his stuff. I'm gonna run up and heat up.
So you're just like, you're gonna run, slide, like.
Yep.
Okay.
Slide on my knees.
Yeah.
Which technically I'm not prone, right? Like.
No, technically, you worked that out.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
You're
Awesome.
eating up his armor?
Uh-huh. So his whole armor just turns like this like crazy like embery looking thing, and it starts.
Oh yeah, because it's automatic, right? Like you just hands on, and then it happens.
Heat metal, choose a man. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8
All right.
fire damage when I cast a spell.
You see her do that. Her lava hair kind of flutters behind her. She slides in on her knees and.
I look over at the same level as my head and go, hey.
Okay. That's 11 points of damage.
Fantastic. All right, and so you are now, you kind of take a knee, but then stand back up, so you're not prone. Okay, Alex.
I will hit. Is his armor over his whole body, or does he have exposed areas?
His inside of his wrists.
Oh, so it's pretty much armor everywhere.
Yeah.
I will just start whacking at it as hard as I can.
All right.
I guess it'll be in the lower region as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do a full attack.
Okay.
I heard it works. And I have Bardic Inspiration still, don't I?
Bardic Inspiration.
And you still have the guidance to be able to use that.
I have. I will definitely use it too. So at least 2 of them maybe will hit. So we're looking at a 22 and an 18. And then a
Yeah,
12.
those both hit.
And a 12.
Not
I
the
hit.
12.
No. Doubtful. 1, 2, 3, 10, 15.
Okay, 15 points of damage. He doesn't seem to take all of it. You can tell, like you swing with all your might, but there's something odd about it.
It's not working, guys.
Okay, next up, Kenley.
Alright, so I see that that's not working. So I'm like, alright, true strike it is. So I point my finger right at him. It grants me a brief insight into my target's defenses. And on my next turn, I get to gain advantage on my first roll.
You are overwhelmed. You see that he is vulnerable to radiant damage.
To what?
Radiant damage. However, he's resistant to like any attacks that are non-magical.
Alright.
And he's immune to poison. He's immune to like all conditions.
Well, good thing I'm a monster slayer, and I start running right toward him. And I have my hand axe and my light hammer. And I'm just going to charge him and try to, now that his armor is nice and, to play off of now that his armor is nice and hot, I'm just going to try to, like, impact as much as I can. So I have my hammer in my left hand. The hammer is going to just go right here, right into the chest, as I do a underbelly to try to cut through to get his armor off.
Awesome, do it.
Right. Well, 15. So I got a 15 plus a. Let's see. 15, 21.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right.
What's the second one?
All right. Yeah, right. Because I rolled a 1 as my other one. All right. And then my hammer is going to give me D4. Wait. D4? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. 4. So he gets 4, 5, 6, 7 in the
Okay.
light hammer, and in the hand axe, he gets 4. So
that's 11?
11.
You're whacking away at this thing, and it's gonna take a long time. You can tell. He's just really strong. He looks at you. He sees you see into him, and you're like connected to him, and he runs towards you, passes through.
Right.
Everybody.
Zaris.
Did they get all the
I'll
attacks
take
of
an
opportunity?
opportunity attack for sure.
Okay, take it. And Jurasol. So, Zaris, as he passes through you, you see him there, and then he goes ghostly, passes through you, and all of a sudden you're like flooded with the memory of him playing with people, with these, and then you get flooded with another memory of him fighting in a war, and then you get flooded with another memory of him holding his friends dying in a dungeon. But then it goes away.
23 to hit.
Absolutely.
And 7 damages.
And Jersol?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something else. What am I rolling?
Your opportunity attack, so just melee attack.
Huh. Natural 20.
Nice.
Damn.
2 dice. 2 damage dice. Listen to that sing.
13, I think that is. Yeah, that is 13 damage.
All right. Okay. And it is going to run up to you, and it takes its blade.
So what I
and-
wanted to say before you do that if he's still wearing the armor, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Ooh, nice.
That's what I was reading. That's what I was like, wait.
Sounds pretty good.
17 to hit.
Shield.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
All right. So
That was
you
with
see him
disadvantage?
coming. Yeah.
She rolls high.
Damn.
Only when I'm dungeon mastering.
know.
And you have your shield up, and he hits the shield twice. But he is now looming over you, and it is your turn, and you feel that connection to him.
One does not loom over a mystic flame, brother. I put the symbol of the bright blade on my shield, and I let it blaze in his face, and then I intensify that blaze with the word of radiance.
Mm-hmm.
The bright blade is not here! I don't need to hit, he needs to save. I'm just rolling dice because it's really beautiful.
That's really awesome.
All right. He does not save. That was an 8.
Does he have any special disadvantage to radiance?
Oh, he's super vulnerable.
Good.
So, what did you say to him exactly?
Word of radiance. I'm trying to make him remember himself.
You see him stop as you hit, right? He stops, and what's the damage?
8 radiant.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion as well. He's looming forward, about to try to
Can
attack you again.
lean on the religion rather than my own persuasion? That way I speak with the voice of the church.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I'm not the most...
It wasn't a 1,
Yeah, it's like...
but what is it?
8.
Okay. You have a feeling... You have a feeling that you are... Like, when he did that psychic damage to you, you have a connection to him, and you can see the true him deep inside of him, and you feel like if you could just maybe reach out to him one more time, you might be able to find something to hold on to.
Beautiful.
Jersol.
I was just so like taken aback by that. I mean, obviously I gotta turn around now. Is anyone in my way? Zaris, where are you? Like,
Right.
You guys are all clustered over there, and he is back by himself.
sweet.
Because he's back here now, right?
He's looming over our cleric. Knight.
Huh?
Knight of Mystery.
No, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna throw a fireball at him. That's a thing.
Okay.
Is your fireball really a fireball? Or is it like a firebolt? 'Cause
Fireball.
that's terrifying.
It's a small one.
It's a fireball. I'm a fire genasi. Ah!
So you just threw a fireball.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
Is it a fireball to attack, or is it a save?
It's an attack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that it.
So one ball towards its back of its head.
Yeah, it just went.
You do see her wheeled up.
Sorry.
Alright, I will turn back around. I want to position myself as close as possible to the ordained while being able to attack So I'll swing around.
All right, you definitely can do that.
Yeah,
so you're
and then-
adjacent to both of them.
And then since he's really being affected by magical, I'm going to stop my short sword giving me my bonuses to defense and go full magical attack with it.
Fantastic. You have a really strong feeling this is the way to go.
I'll still swing the other sword because it's just how I swing. It's easier.
Yeah.
But I'll let you know the magical damage one versus the other
Okay,
one.
cool.
Okay, so I have a 22
Yes.
and a 24.
Mm-hmm.
So the magical damage. Oh, that's a total of 8. And the non-magical damage is a total of 8.
Okay.
And I'm next to you again, brother.
Nice.
You see one land strong. Okay. Kenley.
Right. I turn to Girasol. I'm like, why would you try to do a fire without the ice? So I was like, how about next time we'll try this fireball again
Yes.
while I shoot my arrow with the frosty.
Are you saying all of that? Because that would be a full action.
That's a full action. And can I do it? Can I?
Okay, because this is a move that you two do.
Yeah.
If you Voltron,
Yep.
then you can go on her turn.
Okay.
And you guys can go together at the top of the round.
So with that intent, while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna start like building that fire up.
Okay.
I'm
So you
start
guys are
icing those
preparing
lines.
your thing, and it is now its turn. It's staring at you, and it takes its sword, and it glances over at you and tries to attack you. But you feel him talking to you, like, "Who are you? What? How can you?"
And I haven't
How do you
stopped
know me?
reaching. The entire
Yeah.
time I remind him of who he is.
Okay, so he's going after you, and that is a 21 to hit and a 17.
I will take both hits.
Okay. It is, oh. So that is 10 points of. You just took 40 points of damage.
I take 40 points of damage.
20 of those are slashing, 20 of those are necrotic. And
My fingers.
you are frightened. Yes, now you're frightened.
I have an
So-
advantage against fright.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, for these purposes, we'll say that you you start to have a panic attack, but then you ground yourself. You see your friend here, saying these words, and you hold strong. Okay.
And I take 40 points of damage.
All right. It is your turn.
That really hurt.
I keep the minor illusion continues to burn his holy symbol, and I say, "Look at me, knight!" And I force him back to me.
You see his holy, this like decrepit, falling apart old symbol start like building itself back together.
If you do this, if you continue this fight, you will die in this place with dishonor. This is not the way you were meant to go.
Roll persuasion.
Can I use
I mean religion, yes.
But I do let out the word of radiance again.
Okay. He drops down. He's look like he's in pain. He holds his symbol. His hand starts glowing blue, and he looks back up at you, and you just see like his brain twisting and turning and trying to understand, almost like it hasn't seen anybody. He inside hasn't seen anyone for a really long time.
You are not alone. Your brothers await you.
Okay. What was the damage?
8 radiant.
Fantastic. Okay. M'ladies.
So we're swirling. You
Fire
ready?
and ice.
I was trying to find a song on there, but I know it was something like Fire and Ice. He'll soon pay the price. Fire and Ice. And then we both release at the same time.
Yep. Okay. Advantage.
Let's go.
22.
Yeah, totally hits.
21.
Yes.
Actually, no, 22.
Cool.
Twinsies.
Fire dice. Yes. That's some real bad damage. That's 3.
Let's see, 1d8 plus 4.
So you got 3.
Yeah, 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Man, I was rolling hot on damage before. What happened here?
Oh, the triangle one. This one?
Is it D4?
Right here? Oh, right there. Thank you. Listen to that. Okay, so 6, 7, 8.
We have like the coolest dice.
Thanks a lot.
10, no. 10. 10 plus. He
Mhm.
also has the. Do I get an extra 1d6 because of my Slayer's Prey?
If it's, I don't know.
Yeah, because I did the Slayer's Prey before. So it's
Sure.
he takes an extra 1d6 damage.
Do it.
Do
Per
it.
hit. So.
Get
that's-
them.
Okay, another one.
Roll it for her as well.
Okay, so that's 1,
Thank
2,
you.
3. So that's an
Appreciate
additional
it.
4.
Awesome. Well done. And now, Alex, you heard. What do you do?
I'm like, yeah.
Rockstar.
And I'm just continuing in
Alright.
going, being inspired by seeing the classic multi-attack that we've come to love,
Yeah.
and keeping him distracted while they can continue working their magic in the
Okay.
back.
Go for it.
All right, so we have a 15,
Does not hit.
a 17,
It does hit.
and an 18.
Does hit.
Nice.
So that's 2 hits. The magic damage is 9,
Mm-hmm.
and the non-magical damage is 7.
Fantastic. Okay. You were locked. He's confused. You were locked in a moment with him. It is both of your turns. So this is a full moment. What do you do? He's open.
I lower my shield and I keep it facing him so that he can see the symbol, but it's not a defensive thing anymore. I stand there as a brother in arms. I want his memory to be a good one of being the righteous warrior he was in his time. And I walk him through that. And I remind him that his path is one of honor and chivalry. That is what he was made for. That is how he stood by his friends. And that is how he will return to the other side.
So you are with him. You're saying these things, but you're psychically linked with him at this moment, and you are in battle with him. You're going through these scenes where he's just, slow motion jump slaying. He looks over at you, and you nod firmly at him, and you both blaze in, and he's flooded back with these memories. And the rest of you feel the air in the room cool. And everything seems to quiet. Even the pit of snakes, with the snake zombie in it, has quieted down a little bit. And he drops to his knees, and you see the
I do not let him
horns.
go alone. I go to a knee as well.
And he's just like shaking, looking at his hands. What have I done?
I put my hand on top of his so he can help fight better. He is not alone.
Who are you? Who are all of you? I think I've been here for a very long time. And you see him talking, and it's almost like what you saw, this monstrous vision that you saw, is like a transparent something he's wearing. But you see the man inside at this point. And he's smaller, and he's definitely not alive anymore. He's definitely undead, and he's just looking around confused, and he has this like tragedy just oozing out of him. You see his, like, he blinks, and it's almost, you recognize this. Absolutely, you recognize this. His friends have fallen. He's been alone for a really long time. Everyone gets advantage!
Well, interesting enough, as that was happening, I rolled to see if I would be affected, and I rolled another 1.
Oh my god.
So I'm going. I'm.
You
this
roll
is-
for story.
This is just tears start just streaming down my face as I watch the two of you try not to interrupt. Swords just drop to the ground as the memories of my sergeant dying in my hands flood back from the Great War.
And I continue to walk his path. It's not mine. I learn his path and I live his path. And I remind him that he's not alone. But he needs to be given the freedom to go to the other side. He has to make that final choice. I wouldn't prefer to not take it from him by killing him, but for him to give up the ghost.
I've been here for so long, and the goddess, not my goddess, but the goddess who rules here, she is very strong, and she has owned me for so long and controlled me. You must be very careful. If you die here, and he looks at his hands, what happened to me will happen to you.
What is the name of your god?
The goddess that...
What is the name of your god?
What's the name of his god?
Helm.
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 Then go to him. You are released from this place. Do you accept this ghost?
I don't think while she's alive I can leave. I think I'm trapped here like the rest of you. I couldn't defeat her when I was alive. I don't see how I could defeat her in death.
What was your mistake when you fought her the first time?
That is an excellent question. Let's see if you can remember.
Show me that memory. Take me to that fight.
You travel with him in his mind, and that memory disappeared long ago.
What does she ask of you, knight?
Because we are all a part of her, she has all of us just destroy anyone who might attempt to destroy her.
You know this is not the way of a god.
She was goddess-like, but I believe she is much weaker than she used to be.
And why would this be?
But she is very strong. The souls, and what he tries to explain, but what you get is every time he slays somebody, that life force, and the same as your life force that is drained out of you through this entire dungeon, goes to fuel the prison, but a little bit fuels her.
And as we killed these things, could she be getting weaker?
That is a good question. That is a possibility.
It's not a question for him. It's something I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I'm still crying in the corner.
Your friend is crying in the corner.
While she's taking care of him, I'm actually gonna go investigate this area over here.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's any markings to put a glyph in, like anything that's indented that like doesn't feel familiar.
Everything looks the same over there.
I'm over here in that like arch area. No. There you go.
That
That.
is a door. That is a great door. That is...
It's a good door.
It's a very good door. Okay, let's see. This, which I believe I had read, is a big carved door with snakes. A door decorated with 3 intertwining snakes.
I mean, I'd like to use maybe history or insight? Maybe we've encountered something similar.
Mhm.
Trying to see if there's anything
Insight.
that I would know. Yeah, not a whole lot. 7. Nothing. Just okay. But I know it's a door.
You know it's a door. You have seen images of snakes before. It is a pattern. You recognize that this is a pattern, like this is a theme of 3s.
Well, I'm gonna call back to. I think that we have one more door to get through.
He stands up and goes to the steps and just sits down, and you hear snakes writhing, hissing. You hear a thump at the bottom as your zombie friend is now at the bottom just thumping around to the rest of the snakes.
Can you resist her call?
I believe so. Now that I am partially back.
I take his holy symbol and
You walk up to him and
I pray to Mistra and mend it. Hold on to this.
he grabs your hand and says, I'm grateful for your kindness. I will never forget this.
We are grateful for your service. We will see this to the end.
Okay. He's sitting there, the rest of you. Your friend here weeps.
Coming out of it, I think we got it.
Okay. So, what do we do?
We haven't been here for too long. I am glancing. Is there anything magical on him at all? Is that sword nothing?
Yes, actually, he has a sword and a shield that magically appears next to him.
It's the one he's been using, right?
Yeah.
Will you give me the honor of allowing us to kill this false queen god with your blade?
He holds it to you and says, make it swift.
I bow and I take it, and I take the shield. Who can use this? Well,
Okay, so what you see in front of you is da-da-da-dun. There is a sword and a tower shield.
tower shield.
How big's the sword?
The sword you can feel is named Welkin.
Is got a name?
Yep.
Is it a big sword?
Yeah.
I mean,
Too big for me.
I'm pretty good with swords.
Let me see which one this is. So, yeah.
I can handle longsword, rapier, scimitar, short sword, simple weapons. A lot of swords.
Okay.
Longsword?
Yeah, it's a longsword.
Alright, I will.
There's something very spiritual about this.
Huh.
Ooh. It's not as shiny as your gem-encrusted scimitar, but
It'll do.
okay.
Do you wish to know more about it? We have a short time.
Sure, why not?
Can I do a quick ritual before going into the other room? I identify it.
Cool.
And
This.
the shield while we're at it.
Okay. So, the tower shield seems to be a shield. This will make, if you hit, it will frighten the creature.
That's the sword?
Mm-hmm.
You did this, the shield with the sword.
The sword hits someone.
Oh, the sword hits them.
You could just bash it on things, and that's very frightening, especially to snakes.
And did you say the shield is magical?
No.
It is not magical. Okay, great.
The ordained, I may have taken a decent sized hit before.
Walk it off.
I sit down to pray. I walk it off. I activate my own cure wounds.
You.
I'm having a great time with these things.
It's under here,
That's alright.
but you have disadvantage on your next roll.
I do.
Everybody takes 4 damage as you have been in here for a very long time,
Oof.
and it's hard to breathe. Your blood feels like an ichor running through your body.
I don't like this feeling. Brings back very bad memories.
I give him my healing potion as I begin to pray.
I drink it.
Cool.
So,
Are you hurt?
yes.
Okay, very good.
Nice. Yeah.
These are good dice.
It's okay.
18 health back for everyone.
Wow.
Thank you.
A praying happens. You feel some of the last threads to your deity at your fingertips as you grant this.
Mistra would have this place finished and closed.
Praise mystery.
We check my fingers.
I check him again with medicine and my spiritual knowledge.
Okay. You know he is cursed and it's not going to have an effect at this moment, but it is a long-term effect.
Okay. I pray again to spare the dying and give him guidance because we're getting ready for the next.
Okay.
So I have a very crazy idea, and I'm hoping somebody might talk me out of this. We can still hear the hissing, correct, in the pit of snakes. So I've heard a long time ago that snakes do not like fire. Anyone opposed to me setting these snakes aflame just in case something happens?
I am not a druid, I care not.
Oh, ghost, I'm so sorry. And I run up the stairs. And I'm just gonna drop a fireball into the snake pit.
You hear screaming snakes as they...
I do keep my back to that archway because if this is the queen of snakes or something like that, and she hears that,
She'd be
she's gonna be
mad.
upset. So I would like to be out of sight for that.
Okay, so you are up there. Everybody put yourself where you want to be.
If I can be moved up to the stairs, that would be great.
You can put her at the top. She's right in front of the arch.
Yeah.
Yep, that. Just balance me. I'm good at that.
Ooh, nice.
I'm good balance.
We're right by the door, right?
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Just in case anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're good for it. We'll be next to each other. TJ.
Huh?
Pop us next to each other.
Oh, you want to be in front of the door?
I'm happy to be in front.
Or yeah.
I just need to be within 5 foot.
I see.
Attachment issues.
I want to be.
You throw it down, you hear the screams, and the last whimperings of the snakes die out.
Just making sure we take care of everything in one room. Just in case we have to come back this way.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So what do you do, my friends?
I say we go through the door.
Open sesame.
You walk over and he says, "You have given me strength. I cannot let you go alone. I will go with you, and if it's the last thing I do, I will attempt to help you."
We should give him a weapon.
Yeah, do you want your sword back?
I give him a mace that it's a normal mace that I have. I give him that.
Thank you. Okay. So, do you open the door?
Yes.
You definitely know it's not trapped. It's not locked.
Let me think about this for just a moment.
Am I allowed to use one of my magical things? Perhaps a ring?
Yes.
Okay, well.
The one charge that you have. Why don't you say what that ring is?
Okay, so I have the ring of X-ray vision. I'd like to use it, and while wearing this ring, I can. Let's see. Well, while wearing this ring, you can use an action to speak its command word. When you do so, you can see into and through solid matter for 1 minute, with a radius vision. There's a radius of 30 feet. So, to me, solid objects within that radius appear transparent, don't prevent light from passing through them. The vision can penetrate 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or up to 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Wow.
All right. So, what's the word that you use? And are you going to sing it?
Yeah, of course. So she puts the ring out and she's like, I can see clearly now through this wall.
Clearly, the wall disappears, and you see a large open area has these 2 pillars, and you can see 30 feet. At the end of this 30 feet is an altar, much forsaken like the doors. But that is all you can see from this distance.
All right.
Are there light sources in there?
Are there light sources?
There are,
Any
much
creatures?
like the original in that first room with the braziers.
Okay.
So, I'm asking what she's seen because I don't understand, and I can't see what she sees. Is there another wall past that you can't see through? Because you can see right through this one like it's glass.
Through this wall, and there is an altar all the way on the other side, and there is a wall.
Is there more lights behind the altar, or is it dark behind the altar?
No, there's just behind the altar is very similar to this, like, it's just the wall.
It actually goes further.
Oh, it goes further.
You can only see to that spot.
I can only see, yeah. So I see an altar, but that is all I can see.
And no creatures of any kind.
No creatures.
It hasn't stopped any other room having creatures after we've seen it.
It's probably a snake. I'm just guessing.
It's a good bet.
Yes. Shall we?
Well, let's go.
Sally for?
She's probably like yelling this back at you.
You see my hand?
Are you
That's
okay?
a way. Guidance.
Yeah, who's pushing the door open?
With the fear of the gods, who pushes the door open?
I'll grab the doors.
Okay.
It's like we like each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Sprinkles,
exciting part.
you're the prettiest princess. And you open the door, and suddenly, from off camera, come some amazing people to swap out the Dwarvenforge terrain. Thank you, friends.
Real quick.
Maybe.
Grab your characters.
Potentially.
I have no idea who's a snake and what's a person.
Give me
So grab that dude too. Okay, cool. Take them off. It's off the table.
That's our friend.
Yeah.
Thank you. We will take our friend. Oh wow, it's a full like move.
Yeah. This
Complete
is full.
change.
Yeah.
This is a 2-hour build that these wonderful people.
Yay!
did.
Thank you, crew.
Changing.
You guys are amazing.
Do you want to reveal?
Change.
I'm so scared,
Yes,
guys.
reveal it. And
This
also
is-
put the pieces back together in case the cat.
Ah!
In
Oh!
front of you, yeah, if you can move it back towards me so that everybody can be a part of this. There we go.
Whoa!
Dwarvenforge is so sexy.
Can I have
Alright.
those rubies?
Do you want all the rubies?
All of them.
There's even pits of snakes.
That's right.
Goodness.
But your character does not know that.
Dwarvenforge. Wow.
Okay,
That's
so
gorgeous.
you are all over there. Put your all characters over there, please.
Here's our homie.
Thank you. All right. And
Wait, you just opened the door.
I
We
just
did.
dressed for the occasion with my snake.
yeah, you did. Okay.
Wow.
Before you is a lot of things. The door opens into the final chamber of the Dungeon of Doom. With all 13 glyph stones in your possession, you have reached the end of your quest. Ahead, past 2 massive columns and snake-inscribed floors, you see steps leading to a massive idol of a 3-headed snake woman She sits with her legs crossed, a burning brazier in her lap. Her scaled tail curls around her body, and her long arms support the brazier's flaming bowl. Each of her 6 eyes is a massive ruby, and she wears a necklace of similar stones that are even larger. Behind her is a stone ring sculpted to look like a coiled obsidian snake. At either end of the front of the altar are golden cobra heads on staves. Along either side wall are shrines bearing flames and eyes, similar in appearance to the one you saw in the first room. Obsidian cobra statues are coiled in front of the shrines, unmoving. A few other features also catch your attention. Near the far wall on either side of the idol are 2 serpent braziers burning with crimson flame. There is a pit in front of each of these. Finally, in front of the stairs that lead to the idol is an altar of jet black stone inscribed with golden writhing snakes, flames, and eyes. Each of you, and each one of you who possesses this glyph stone, you immediately feel drawn to this altar as if the glyph stones belong there. They're tugging on you.
All 13 of them.
I come up behind them, but not too close. And I say, let us be quick about this. And I raise my hand and speak words to Mistra.
All right.
Mistra, we are here on your good work. There's abominations here that have twisted your understanding of the world and your touch on this place. They bastardize the magic of this universe no more. Bless. And I bless those 3.
So you're having this conversation with your god. Go ahead and make me Arcana or History or Religion.
Guidance?
It's so cute.
I was so close! But it's still 10.
There are answers in the ether that you cannot grasp.
What does that mean?
You cannot grasp
At this
it.
point, you alone cannot grasp it.
Can you...
Grasp. What am I grasping at? I don't understand.
You feel that there's information.
Oh, there's something going on that I don't have a
Yeah,
handle on.
like you could. Your god knows something, and you're so far away from her.
Does this feeling...
But also, they don't know what you're going through.
Would this feeling rekindle the thoughts maybe in our friend Paladin as well?
Well, he just reached out.
I say, there's something here, but I can't wrap my mind around it. My god's voice is muted in this place.
Will you be okay?
For now.
Well, my logic in this room says that we should not step on that red thing, because I believe the last time we stepped on a red thing, a giant snake popped up. So perhaps we should keep our back to the wall, like I said last time. That might help us. In fact, don't you have some sort of like that you don't like really walk anywhere? You can actually like appear in front of there.
Like my face step?
Yes, that.
I've already used it. You know how I used it? To get away from you.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
That's okay.
Brother Knight, what do we need to know of this place?
I've never been in here before. You are both rangers, correct?
Yes.
Roll me investigation or history.
22.
7.
You know nothing. You are a very experienced monster hunter. You experienced many monsters before. With your keen eyes, you look around. You look at the altar, and you feel like placing, you see these holes, and you feel like if you place the glyph stones upon the altar, that it will free Sizul and stop the draining of soul energy.
All right, everyone. I just saw something, and I know this is what we have to do. We're going to take everyone give me your glyph stones. Don't take yours out of the bag yet. Give me your glyph stones. I'm going to place them on the altar. This will free her.
Also,
When she's free.
Also, the altar is drawing energy to maintain her prison.
All right. So, when she's freed, we need to be prepared to kill her as soon as she's freed. We don't want her to think we're going to kill her. So shall we approach?
With this new information, can I focus on the altar and examine where and how the energy is flowing? If
Absolutely.
It's a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes, that would be Arcana, Investigation, or Religion.
Guidance from Mistra. $16.
That is enough. You know. What was your question specifically?
How does this altar play into her power?
Okay, so the altar pulls energy to maintain the prison, but also leaks energy into her, which actually starts feeding her. You look at the altar, and as you're looking, you hear this, and the whole room kind of rumbles. Everybody can make a wisdom perception check.
I got 9.
8. Prayer of guidance. Or not.
Oh, wow.
So you turn back to talk to your friends, and everybody's looking at you. You look over, and you see that there are large cracks in the altar, and as this rumbling happened, a crack got bigger, and there's light penetrating from it.
Well, do we? I think that we need to be, like you said, we need to get in here and we need to do this fast.
Mage hand. I take one piece and send it towards the altar, and I slide it around until it goes.
You don't even need to. It's almost like your mage hand takes it, and as it gets really close to the altar, magnetically it finds its spot. And as that happens, suddenly out of thin air, the nefarious wizard Zaltar appears, dressed in opulent robes trimmed with gold. He says, "Well, well, it looks like you have succeeded through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered, is it? I trust you will admit this was a true challenge. Do you know that I designed each room's trials myself? Challenges so cunning, no others have come this far. You bested my Dungeon of Doom and claimed many powerful treasures, and yet one last deed remains. A final challenge of truly epic proportions. Sizul herself must be defeated," and he's pointing at the big statue. "She is gaining strength, and it is only a matter of time before she breaks free. She would unleash a savage fury the likes of which Mithras has never seen. You lot are heroes, brave, true champions of good. You cannot allow your beloved lands to suffer her fiery scourge. Strike now before she grows in power further. Place the glyph stones upon the altar and save the world while you can."
You're going to stay,
And
yes.
help us.
No! Otherwise, I would have done this myself. And he takes out this chopstick and he bops you on the nose with it and comes back. He's like, "That's ridiculous."
That's not the kind thing to do. Leave us.
To leave you?
Yes,
Oh,
or
but
bop
you are
somebody
so
on the nose.
strong. Look at you and those guns.
Yes, I mean, they are unregistered guns, but anyways.
While he's talking, I'm letting another one go with the mage hand.
Sink.
Wait. So, but hold on, before we finish all of the glyphing or putting all the things, I think we should have a plan before this thing, the deity,
You
this
see him,
goddess.
as you're saying that, he's
slinking away. You!
What?
You and the Watchers do well. Stand in the corner.
Absolutely not. He points over. He's like, Cracks. Okay, here's the thing. I was not powerful enough to defeat her. You are.
Okay, I have one question for you.
He goes like this. He's like copycatting you.
Excellent. What is this thing immune to?
Well,
Everything.
well. And he thinks for a bit, and then... Ah. Oh. Oh. He does exactly what I'm doing right now. I thought there was some more information. He describes... He actually describes, not her. Ah. There is a fire in this room. This fire that will turn your simple weapons. And he looks over at your new friend, who's looking at his new simple weapon, to a magical weapon. You will need this. She is a goddess. Well, think she's a goddess. It's mostly goddess-like. Smells of goddess.
At the top.
Actually, he points at braziers that I will explain to you in a moment which ones they are. I think all of them do. Yeah, so the ones in the far corner back there as well.
Your mace, brother. And I use the mage hand to lift it and put the head of it in the flame, and then lift it out to have a look.
What color is the flame, this new magic flame? What color would you like it to be?
Dark purple.
Dark purple flame engulfs this blade.
And then I
See,
send it
I
back.
helped!
But while he's doing that, I'm actually rummaging in my bag, and I have this, it's like probably a big pebble, about that big, and it has like kind of like a weird like glyph sort of a thing on it.
Yes.
So what you guys probably would have seen me doing in my bag every so now and then, it's just kind of like carving like something in the stone, and it's like kind of like a weird like ruin. And can you put this in front of where the goddess is sitting and resting? So that, my friends, is a glyph of warding, and I choose it to be... Oh, God, I hope I'm choosing the right thing, man. I'm going to choose fire, since fire has actually been working on this. So, it'll be explosive fire when it is activated.
Well done.
That's awesome.
See, you're full of good ideas. Don't need me here. And he sneezes and disappears.
Gesundheit.
You say to the air.
Well,
Should we place any other weapons in the flame?
Whichever ones you want,
I'll pass
just
my
put them in front of you.
normal short sword.
It returns.
All right.
Hand axe.
I'm giving you the long sword of the warriors.
It's a burning fear blade. And
We roll up a ballista.
yes.
Okay. So, you do that.
And I put another stone in its socket.
All right.
Do you want to take your positions? Do you want to be spread out so she cannot easily target us?
Place yourself where you would like to be.
On the other side of the wall.
Is this me? Can I put myself in?
I mean, you could.
I'll be just outside the door with cover.
I'll fire from the outside.
How sturdy are those pillars?
Solid.
Like a rock.
Like a rock.
Yeah.
Up and up?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna choose the opposite one of her, so we're gonna parkour it all the way up.
So, that's the ceiling. You can't actually get on top of it.
Aw, man, see, I thought that was like real exciting. Okay.
Roll a d20. If you roll a 20, you can.
Hold
Just
on.
try.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Guidance.
Natural 20.
so 16, no.
All right.
Dirty twin.
Do I get a chance? Do I get a chance?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, I was checking just to make sure I didn't match.
Oh, 19.
Oh! Okay, well, I almost
Too bad, so
manipulated the world for you, but
Too bad, so sad.
it wasn't
it's okay.
in the fates.
Okay.
No problem.
They won't level up dice
Do we want to
True.
go in front of the pillars then? Or what?
No, let's use the pillars for coverage.
Do you
I
have
guess.
any, like, pittons or anything that you can put into the rock?
No. It's okay. It was a failed idea. No
So you
biggie.
just want to go behind?
Well, actually,
Another one.
I have 10
Yeah.
pittons on me.
Oh.
Would you like to use them? I have them in
Can we
my
actually go?
inventory.
Can we actually be on top of it though?
You can stand on
You
the
can,
pitons.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can plug it in and then,
Inventory.
Punch them into the stone.
get one here like this
Yeah.
and stand on another.
I think it'd be a better idea for you with your arrows.
All right. So then thank you.
That's
I'll
great.
be somewhere around here. but I'll
All right, in
just-
order to do that,
Okay.
you are an elf, but you are not that magical.
Oh.
Roll me acrobatics.
Okay.
Because you're going to be standing on a toe. A pitton's probably like it's in the wall like this, and you need your hands.
All right. Let's see.
So, this is a fantasy world, though.
So you said acrobatics?
Guidance. Boop.
And you have guidance.
22.
Plus D4.
I'm not that good of an elf.
You are that good at an elf. Actually,
Magical
roll a
of an
d4.
elf.
He gave you guidance. We'll see
D4?
how good, yeah.
We'll see how good. It's a 3.
Cool.
Wait,
25.
this is a D3?
Yep, it's a default. You're right.
That's
So
D4,
there
okay.
you go. You're like, I got this. You make your way up, parkour, ding, in, and you are just slinked back against this pillar and are just hugging that wall, balancing perfectly.
Another one.
Thunk.
They're half full, I think.
Maybe
now.
you
Yeah.
want to stand. I'll go next to you.
I'm going to be on the other side of the pillar, and
Wait, here?
I'm gonna be on this. Yeah, I'll be on the opposite pillar. Yeah.
Okay.
Bring me around over here, cause I want to get a good clear shot of her. There you go. Yeah.
Do you want to be right
I'll be
behind
right in
her?
front of her.
In front of her. Yeah, oh, that's right.
Because we've already figured out that works.
I'm fairly tall. So.
And you two are.
Give you my bag of
Right
4,
here?
not the 5th one.
And do you want? Are you gonna sit there?
I'm happy right where. I'm just kind of. I'm using it for cover, so I'm popping out and doing stuff.
Okay. So,
Oh,
All
you
right.
need all our glyphs, right?
he's putting him in.
I have his bag right now, so that's the one I'm working on. But I'll do yours next. 8.
Okay.
9. 10.
them
You
all
said there's
in.
13?
Yeah.
11.
Anyone doing anything else?
I already prepped the one that I can prep.
12.
12. We gather underneath her position because she can't get out of her position easily. And this is where the bless goes.
Hashtag blessed.
For every time you guys attack or saving throw, you get an extra d4.
Yeah, so you guys track that. You're responsible.
I will. I
Any
will
attack?
Actually,
Yeah.
I will actually cast a spell as well.
Oh.
I only have very few, so I'd rather not waste them. But I'm going to casually, without making a noise, pop a silence on the actual altar.
Oh.
So there's no noise can be made on the altar, in the altar within 20 foot.
Interesting.
That's
Okay,
great.
cool. I'd like to see how that plays out. Okay.
And then we got the last one, so we'll pop open the bag. See if you can actually bring it up with the mage hand or not.
And I send it, and right before I drop it in, spiritual weapon.
You guys know, now that you have this, the flames on your weapons, the weapon deals an additional d10 fire damage and is considered to score a critical hit on an unmodified attack roll of 19 and 20.
Unmodified? So natural.
A natural 19 or 20.
That's beautiful.
So who is everybody's
Yeah.
flamed?
Yeah.
You guys are aglow with purple flame.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
what
now
is it now?
Toss my spiritual
1
weapon.
d10 extra fire damage. You're like, ugh.
Does it take to the spiritual weapon
No.
as well?
And then you
Okay,
say
so you got both of yours?
One of mine. The other one
Okay.
I'm keeping as.
The magic one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you ready for this? You hold the bag. The last glyph falls slowly on the altar. The cracks. You don't even hear them, but you see this whole thing, and an explosion happens.
The same moment I use magic circle. Boom! I'm gonna stand in this magic circle and do battle from here.
Cool. You hear nothing. And then, as the shards of this altar scatter, you hear them clank against the ceiling and the walls, and everybody make a dexterity saving throw as shards are getting exploded at you.
Oh, I've got the first roll is disadvantage. Oh, that's 22.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay,
16.
well, the two of you back there, so you're fine.
That's an 11.
Okay,
But
you...
I also have a ring of evasion that I'd like to use on a
Absolutely. Yeah.
16.
Cool. You're fine up
18.
there as well. You're fine. You guys dodge out of the way. You don't. You take 2 points of damage as you get impaled with some shards. And then, box text. Translucent gray wisps begin to emanate from the black altar, slowly at first, then more rapidly. As they gain form, you see what they are, the spirits of the dead. Then a flash of crimson light bursts from the altar. Oh, that was already then. The spirits swirl around the room like a cyclone. Woo! Upon the large dais in the back of the room, there's a rumble. The idol of Sizul shudders once, and a large crack forms down its middle. Pieces fall to the ground, shattering. Where once there was stone, now you see vibrant, glistening scales. With a deafening crack, a massive form breaks out of the statue. It slowly rises out of the shattered stone prison until it stands towering 30 feet above your heads and stares down at you. The wicked Sizul is free. Her 3 snake-like necks sway from side to side, her serpent tongue darting in and out, and her fanged heads ready to strike. She lifts one arm, revealing a razor-sharp scimitar as long as a human. She lifts the other arm slowly and instantly summons a sphere of blazing fire. The firelight gleams off her 6 ruby eyes, eyes that stare down at you with pure malice. Long have I been imprisoned. Long shall the lands of Mithras suffer for this wrong. The blazing immolation I call vengeance shall be like a sun that never sets. For 1,000 days these lands will know nothing but fire and blood. All shall bow before me or face obliteration. Let us start with you, worms. And at that moment, she takes a step forward and...
Kaboom!
And the music begins. Everybody roll initiative.
I've been wanting to do that for a
I'm
second.
so proud of you. Yeah, she's kind of a big deal.
And it's also, so it's a DC save for her. I'm sure she'll probably kill it, but.
What is the thingamajig?
14.
Alright. And what's the save?
It's a DC 14.
Is it a wisdom?
Oh, I'm
or
sorry.
Dexterity?
Dex.
That's a 15. It engulfs her in flame, but she does not give a damn. But it looked really cool.
I was waiting
It
for that.
Such a good idea.
Yeah, okay.
But I am watching to see if it did hurt. It was annoying or it hurt. She didn't just ignore it.
Perception check.
Okay, you'll wait.
Right? Oh, and
There it is.
Does anything...
20.
Oh, cool. Does anything happen? Like if she succeeds, is it half damage?
Cast a spell. If you decide what triggers it, you can. It doesn't. It's just 5d8 of damage, so it doesn't really say.
Okay, well, if it doesn't say, then...
Oh, half as much damage on a successful one.
Yay! Roll that damage! All right, we're going to go fast through this round, my friends. Roll your d20 and your damage dice at the same time.
23, so half of that is
Cool.
11-ish.
All right. Okay, so let's roll initiative.
13.
13.
11.
Mine was 17.
22.
Oh.
Ooh. Sniper.
22 and 17.
Yeah.
Okay. She's moving forward very slowly. This happens. She and then her heads just look at different ones of you. And go ahead.
So I'm already ready with the bow and arrow.
Yeah, you are.
I just look at her and I go, say bye-bye. And I let go.
All right.
And, let's see, 11, 18
That hits.
with a damage of 12.
Cool.
12. 16.
Okay, is this a flame? Is your arrow a flame?
My arrow is not a flame.
Okay. So. Okay. You shoot, it lands. One of her heads lets out a hiss. And next up, Alex.
All right.
So you were back there with Girasol.
I have a plan.
Is your plan shooting crazy spells at it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I will hold an action. If she moves past the altar, I will charge her.
Okay. All right. Holding. And we have Girasol. Actually, no, it is her turn.
Damn.
So she is going to look at you. You are up there, and she is going to take that ball of fire and chuck it right at you. And that is going to be a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. You are on one foot, essentially.
Your saving throws have a d4
9.
added to them.
Well, what? Yeah. Oh, 9.
Bless.
Okay, 9.
It will not matter.
13.
Not even a little bit. You take 17 points of fire damage, and you are knocked off of the curtain. And because you were so high up, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. That is 3 points of hitting the ground damage.
So 20. Or
Yes. And you are now prone. Okay. Hi, Nika. Welcome. That's Nika. Okay. Girasol.
Run to me!
So I see that and I say, oh, you're gonna do that, huh?
Wait a minute.
Eat this. And I cast Polymorph.
Yes.
Hi. So on an unwilling target, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Let me see the rules on this one.
Okay.
All right.
I
What
have
are
it
the
pulled
rules?
up if you'd like.
Huh?
I said I have it pulled up if you.
Okay. Spell is a creature you can see within range. Change a creature with your height. The crap. Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second. This seems a little cuckoo pants.
I just have to hold
Polymorph
concentration.
into a giant?
It's a wisdom?
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
It's the best.
Sorry, I threw your story out of whack.
Okay. All right. That's a natural 20 on the first.
Just kidding. I just throw it and.
Would have
Wow.
been epic though.
That was. Oh my god.
right?
That would have shut down the whole game, man.
But it didn't.
Yeah, that was.
That was a good
Yeah.
That
Next
was
turn.
really cool.
So,
man.
when you do that,
Oh, she can kill me now.
I got you.
okay, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, ma'am. I know this one. 7.
Plus-
She.
The guidance.
It will not matter.
Yeah,
All right. She teleports you from here directly into the fiery snake brazier, and as you are
Okay.
inside of this brazier,
Okay.
you
Worked out.
Right, of all the people.
Now you have an elevated spot.
Now you're glowing purple.
Yeah, right?
you see it clearly, and you see that it has 4 heads. They were just kind of like stacked one behind the other, and they are all looking at you. You now take, just from being in there, uh, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 24 points of damage.
Is this for fire?
Yes, it is.
So can I take half?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
It hurts though.
Yeah.
Like even your lava hair is not happy. It's a different. It's
Yeah, it's a
just
different burn.
Yeah, it's a
But
different
hey,
kind of burn.
it's not 24 points.
But you see these heads, and they're all like enveloping you. Okay, so that was your turn, TJ.
From behind the left head, I go with the spiritual weapon to begin.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And oh wait a minute, that's not true.
For ease, you guys are trying to hit an AC of 18.
Thank you.
No. And then I will cast Witch Bolt.
Nice.
Make a ranged spell attack.
You get 2.
Spiritual weapons
Oh,
runs
that's
down its
true.
own. So
Okay.
lights off.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was the mean Dungeon Master Satine.
No, that's perfect.
Cool.
That is at least 20.
Awesome. You hit.
Bing, 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 bing.
Okay, what's the damage?
It is. Can I use one of your d12s?
Yeah. Or if I have one out, there we go.
Thank you.
Ooh.
33 points of
Oh
damage.
man. Okay, so
Nice.
that's a huge chunk. What does that look like as you aimed for the leftmost head?
That is not from me. That is from my god. So it comes down through the ceiling. She's been waiting a long time to get in this place. And I have fought my way, and now I'm just a conduit. It comes down through my hand, it explodes through my other hand, and it continues to strike her hard in the face.
That was. You feel like. I don't know if you have missing hit points, but you kind of are revitalized as you've not felt your deity like that in a really long time for 1 hit point.
I turn to the undead warrior. Fight! You are not alone!
He readies himself, and he takes his shield, and he is going to guard you.
Very good.
Okay. So, then it is your turn.
She hasn't moved, has she?
No.
Where Durasol is, can she easily get out of it, or does it feel like she'll be like trapped inside this?
Perception check. As you glance over, you look at your friend,
23.
and she looks pretty stuck in there. But you fought with her before. She's got some skills, some acrobatic skills.
Okay. I think my I'm gonna run over to you and help you up.
Okay. So you are now up. You don't have to. You can move freely after that, and you are just going to
Stand in front of her again.
Okay, Kenley, it is your turn. Roll your d20s and your damage at the same time.
Great.
All right, let's do this. Let's take her out.
All right. Well,
She's not bloodied, but you definitely know that.
Which point?
I can move at 30 feet. Let's see, 30 feet. Okay, so that would.
Just like 6 squares.
Okay, let's see. Well, 2, 3. That would put me like right here.
All right, what are you doing?
So I want to run. As I run, I'm going to jump over the altar
Acrobatics.
with my 13.
Plus a d4.
13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21.
Okay.
So I'm going to leap up here with my hand.
Would you like to
axe.
do a backflip?
I'm going to actually do an inverted backflip. So
Huh?
I'm going to be going this way.
Oh!
Yes. And then I have my hand axe, my flaming hand axe. And
Yeah.
I'm going right for this.
Cool.
Right,
Go for it.
right.
So you're going to try to land on her. You're trying to mount her
Yeah.
and attack her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. That's what I was hoping
Okay.
for.
And
Let's do this.
Let's see. I'm so
20 feet up, you jump.
Yes, yes. Okay, and a d6. D6?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And then I get an extra d10. Which one's the d10? I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. This one?
This one.
This one? Okay, and then, yes, okay. And I get extra d4 too. Right? Yes. That's a d6. D4.
A pyramid.
This is-
Okay,
so
roll
nice.
them.
All right. Okay. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
That's 4.
12, 13, 14, 15.
Does not hit.
Do I land on it though?
You do land on her. So you're riding a giant goddess.
I've done it before.
So
I
got
rode
it.
the dragon
That's
with
true.
the sirens.
The Bahir, yeah.
The Bahir.
Okay, so next up is her. Okay. She is going to, one of her heads is going to come back and she's going to bite at you. And that is not going to hit. Well, it's a 17 to hit.
15.
Oh,
Oh wait, I get extra d4 added to my armor class, right?
what?
No, sorry, no.
Is that a
D4? No.
thing?
Affects armor class, I'm thinking.
I think
What was the extra d4 for? Oh no, that was for. Sorry.
Attacking.
Okay, so
Oh, I do have. No.
Saving throws.
Wait, what is her? What is her?
what?
I have a ring of protection.
What does that do?
That adds an extra. Oh, here it is. That adds an extra. +1 bonus to my AC.
Yeah. Are you already wearing it? You are. So that's 15.
Oh, I'm already wearing
It's not
it.
enough. Okay,
Let's try.
so you take its massive mouth. The scimitar itself that she's wielding is the size of a person. She is this enormous head, and she latches on to you. Her teeth just pierce your entire body. You take 12 points of piercing damage and 15 points of poison damage. You guys all see your friend. It
27.
lifts her off of its back and drops her, and she is. Are you down?
2 hit points.
I'm down to 2 hit points.
You are now holding on, and you just see blood just beating out of her.
Do you have any more healing potions on you?
You have 2.
Okay, so that was its first attack. She's going to run up. Who else is close? She sees you.
Yep.
She is going to take her scimitar, which is the size of 3 of you, and she's going to swing twice.
Wonderful.
That is a 16 to hit
Miss.
and a 17 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. You are very, very small.
On the second attack, I get +4 armor.
Oh, cool. And that's the end of her turn. However, the brazier Our dear friend Girasol is inside of this brazier, and you feel one of the heads. One of the heads is looming over you, and it opens its mouth, and dripping out of it onto you. You're inside of this. You can't go anywhere. Is acid.
Ow.
Yes. That's 18.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take 7 points of acid damage. And you are still in the fire. You take 18 points of, divided by 2. So 9 points of damage.
No reaction to that yet?
No. Okay, however, it is your turn.
Is that head still there?
Mm-hmm.
How close is the other heads? 5 feet-ish?
So it's kind of like this. Like you're sitting in this flaming brazier, and these heads are all looming over you. They're huge.
So I'm hoping, so there's a head here, and I'm hoping 5 feet-ish is like over there.
Within 5 feet.
Great. So I'm taking out the sword that we did with the spiritual damage on it, and I'm gonna hope this works. I'm gonna stab it up into the mouth, and I'm also gonna cast green flame blade, so the fire will jump to the other head.
Ah, cool.
So I'm gonna roll my attack because it's a lot of dice, and then I'm gonna roll damage.
Okay.
And I'm also using
Bless.
that,
Nice.
and the sword, because it's lit with all the things, is also an additional 1d10. So that's 18, 19, 20, 1, 2,
Oh yeah.
23, 24 to hit. It's 2d8 for the sword. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage for piercing.
Mm-hmm.
1 for fire.
Okay, so that was the first head, right?
Yeah.
So that head, you pierce it. It reels back, almost like peels like a petal
Yeah.
back as it screams.
Yeah.
You have an opening in front of you.
Yeah.
Second attack.
So the fire to the second head is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage.
Nice.
The second head now it is open. If you would like to attempt to jump out, you more than welcome.
I would love to.
Acrobatics.
Yay!
Get over a 12.
Shouldn't be too hard. 29. Plus what?
Oh yeah.
D4.
Why not? Oh yeah.
33.
You tell all of us what they see.
I am there. So I'm just gonna like literally do like awesome backflip, kind of like land, and then I'm actually gonna, if I can, I'm gonna move up to where I'm actually gonna stand on one of those like snake piles right there. Yeah, right there. So you just see like a vroom, vroom.
You're up.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Awesome. Well done.
Thank you.
Nice.
Finally.
Okay, TJ.
2 heads peeled back. The head that did not, I want the spiritual hammer to go there.
Okay, so here's the thing. That was the brazier down here. Are you going to attack the brazier or the serpent queen?
Oh, just the queen. I'm sorry. I'm all about the queen.
Okay,
Sorry.
the queen is actually in melee with the
I'll
halfling.
crack it in the head. That's the least to drop. That is at least 19.
Fantastic. Totally hits.
8 points of damage from
Cool.
that.
Okay.
Man, by your D12.
Yes, sir.
The witch bolt continues to unload
Nice.
Mistra's fury.
Oh yeah.
21, 43.
Yes.
43 points of damage. She stumbles backwards. And all of her heads look at you, and she's focused on you. And
Yes.
She grabs her necklace, and you see the rubies on it blaze in this red fire. And something is happening. Some magic is happening, but not right now. Okay, so that was awesome, Alex.
So I am so small that I have a wonderful ability called Halfling Nimbleness that allows me to move through any space of a creature that's any size larger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she's slightly bigger than me.
Awesome.
Just a little. So I'm gonna move through her to the other side of the altar over here while I destroy half the place. Because
The walls are crumbling down around you.
that puts me a lot closer to Zaras in case she needs me.
Mm-hmm.
And then, since I have a very nice flaming sword and a magical sword, I am going to whack at her back leg around the ankle.
Fantastic. Get that Achilles.
D4.
Ooh, yes.
So that's at least one natural 20.
Yes!
Oh, awesome.
The other one sits on... It will not hit.
Okay, but you've got that 20, so do all the dice that you're supposed to do, and then roll those again.
I will do.
Okay.
One of those.
With a natural 20, you totally snap, and she is on her knees. Zaris is on her back.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw.
That's a whack for 35 damage into the ankle.
Wow.
35.
So the flame. So roll me a dexterity saving throw, especially from that. You not only take that tendon off, but you remove her foot completely.
Oh.
And she does not look good.
I'm gonna have to rename this to dismemberment. Ouch! Dismemberment.
What did you get for dexterity?
12.
Cool. You are hanging off the side of her. You grabbed onto one of the parts of her necklace, and you're dangling.
Oh.
Okay, and next, it is your turn. You
It's my turn.
are bleeding.
All right. Am I allowed to take one of my own potions?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a free hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the amount that I get from that? Do I have to roll for
2d4 plus 2, I think.
Plus 2. So that's 1. 2. Plus 4, so 6.
Okay.
At least 6.
Yeah. 6 points you get back. What do you do? Do you hang on? Do you climb back up? Or are you dropping?
I'm gonna hang on.
Okay. Hang on. It is her turn. So who is in front of her? She was holding on to this necklace. She is going to cast on you.
Can I ask if she is inside the sphere of silence? That was
She's
20.
like half in, half out. And she's 30 feet tall, so yeah.
30.
I guess I'm not making any noises.
But you're screaming with glee. Okay, she's going to cast on you. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please, and roll me a d10. That's canted. I believe
21.
that makes it. Okay, cool. You feel a little confused, and then you snap out of it, and she's much angry. Okay, next is Girasol.
I'm standing on that pyre thing.
You definitely know that she is not doing good at all. She's doing very, very badly. She's on her knees. Which
How
means she's
far
like
is
10
she
feet
from me? to be honest.
up. I don't know, 30 feet.
Yeah, okay, so I can't jump that. Got it. I had a really cool idea, but
I know what you want to do.
I
You want
do.
to run and jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that
So
cool?
you're gonna run and jump, and then what do you want to do?
I'm aiming for her neck, and I'm just gonna stab the sword again. Even if I fall, like I'm just gonna just drag it all the way down.
Okay. So acrobatics as you run down the stairs.
Just don't hit me.
Whoa!
Huh? All right.
29.
Okay.
Do you want the full
Yeah. This is your song.
27?
So you run down the stairs. Before you even get to the bottom, you kind of launch yourself up using one of your dancing moves.
Yeah.
And you fly through the air.
Yeah.
And you kind of run up her tail and jump off her tail onto her back. You land. Well, let's see if you land. You still have to roll to attack.
So, and I'm using the sword, so. Great. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22,
Oh, yeah.
23. And then I'm
Cool.
also casting the green flame again.
All right, you just killed her. So,
Yeah!
yeah.
Yes!
So tell everybody how epic this looks. She's on her knees. One foot is missing.
I'm so excited. So it's just me just dragging down. You just see like her just splitting open and all the blood just kind of like hitting Jerisol's hair, but it's like singeing because of the magma that's coming down. And then you
yeah.
see a green flame just like it just like sizzles her like all like just disintegrating all down. So she's like splitting in half as I'm dragging down.
Oh my god. Victory text. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready for this? Sizzle falls to one knee.
Well,
One of her hands trying to reach for the closest hero. She's eyeing you and she's coming after you. Then she attempts to start to rise and says, "No, I am a goddess. I have bent magic, even death to my will. You mortals cannot. Oh, you shall pay. My fire will never die. I shall." Sizzle topples to the ground. Somebody topple her. Her body spasms, her flesh bubbles, then an ethereal black mist erupts from her corpse. This foul haze swirls above her remains. Gray wisps materialize and begin tearing the black mists. The Morghast have returned. First, a dozen, then 100, then thousands. The spirits of the dead converge on the swirling black ether that is Sizzle's soul. In one massive effort, the spectral host tears the black mass asunder, and it explodes into nothingness. The would-be serpent goddess is no more. On the ground below, the three-headed corpse instantly melts into a putrid mass of purplish black sludge. The revolting slime burns through the flagstones and seeps into the ground below, leaving only foul-smelling vapors behind. You have done it. You have destroyed the black altar. You have slain a force of truly momentous evil, and you have saved Mithras from a horrendous fate. Yay!
Let's give up the silence. Yay!
Once again, Zaltar appears before you. He hesitates, and then bows. Well, congratulations. You have done what no others could do. You are the champions of the Dungeon of Doom and the slayers of Sizzul. I, for one, am impressed. I have sent a message to the royal family of Valoria, informing them of your brave deeds. Surely King Melagrance will wish to thank you. He may even have a quest or two for you, now that you are heroes of such renown. Gather the treasure in this chamber and say the word, and I shall return you to Valoria. Then take the time to celebrate your victory. You are true champions of the Dungeon of Doom! Yeah! Congratulations! Girasol slowly goes to each ruby.
oh yeah.
And then needs your assistance to help drag all of these very heavy rubies out. Before we leave this chamber, is there anything you guys would like to do?
Hand you my last potion.
Heroic.
I do have one last thing. If there's any sort of dream sequency, is to tell Zaris, please help me, I'm dying.
Roll me a d20.
8. Bad die.
What is your wisdom modifier?
1 or 9.
Bless is
Yeah.
still on you if you need it.
I do.
Hell yeah, you do.
I do need that. I can't pick it up.
Your nails are so long.
2. So,
So it's
like a 10.
11.
Yeah, that.
The next siren session, as you pass through the portal. What were the words you just said?
Please help me, I'm dying.
That is what you're going to remember, and that is your gift from
Sweet.
me to both of you
Thank you.
for your next session of Sirens of the Realms. You give her the potion. Is there anything you would like to do before you leave?
This was my mission. I must take this foul thing's heart back to the Temple of Mystra as proof that yet another abomination has been destroyed.
You turn around to look at your new friend, and you see the husk of this corpse that looks ancient, sitting there with the weapon that you'd given him. It's as if his soul was passed on to the next realm.
Before I take the heart, I will bury him with the ceremony spell properly. I will give him to fire so that he can find his way.
Sword.
And I put it on his body.
Oh, nice. And that, as we say, is that. Thank you guys so much. That was amazing.
So cool.
Woo!
Loved
That
it.
was a good, what,
Yeah.
like almost 4-hour game? Oh,
How impressive is it still look?
It's just amazing.
Dwarvenforge,
beautiful.
you are so beautiful. Thank you so
Yes.
much. And you guys go out there and get, I don't know when or if you can get it right now, but if you can, you should, Dungeon of Doom. This was, well, this is the end, but keep your eyes peeled on the internet. Dwarvenforge has convinced many of us to run different parts of this dungeon. So go check them out and enjoy, because every adventure is different. Please tell them where they can find you. We'll start with Kenley over here.
You can find me on all social medias at Kenley Shea, KenleyShea, and also follow my band, an indie electronic duo called Singer and the Scientist. We're coming out with some new stuff at the end of this month.
You can follow me at Level Up Dice on all social medias, and even Alex Abrate, ABRATELUD for Level Up Dice.
I'm TJ Storm. You can find me at themindseyetribe.com or TJStorm01 on Twitter, or Stormzai with a Z on Instagram.
You can find me on Instagram, Cynthia__Marie, and on Twitter at Syndancer. And also, if I may make the plug, LA by Night on Geek and Sundry, we're doing a live game at WonderCon. Woo! That should also be posted later on for those people who can't make it to WonderCon, but come check us out.
Cool. And as always, I am Satine Phoenix at Satine Phoenix on all the things. Thank you so much for supporting this brand new venture, Gilding Light, gildinglight.tv, twitch.tv/gildinglight, at Gilding Light on Twitter. And yeah, check back in every once in a while, because we are going to have a lot of different kind of projects, a lot of one-shots, and a lot of other wonderful things like music videos. And as a new surprise that we have not announced yet, the Sirens of the Realms is now called The Sirens. And we'll be coming back in a different form, and we will tell you more about that on the internet. Follow us on all the things. I hope you all have a wonderful night and have had a wonderful time in the chat. Dwarvenforge, we love you. Thank you so much. Good night.